Hello and welcome back to That's Football This. Now this is the watch along for Atletico Madrid versus Arsenal Football Club. I cannot wait. It's the Europa League final. So let me just read the Arsenal team news out for you guys. So the Arsenal team news... What? I thought it was Arsenal... Oh wait, Arsenal didn't quite get through in the semi-finals. They lost. So it is not Arsenal. It's Arsenal versus. It's not. It's Atletico Madrid versus Marseille. Arsenal fans, unlucky. I feel sorry for you. I do. How's everyone doing? I haven't been on here in a little while. Get ready for tomorrow. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to be on here a lot more. It might have something to do with the transfer window opening. But how's everyone doing? 8-second video. I hope all the stream's okay. Hope there's no lag. I hope everything's working. I'm very excited for this game. Mark pulled out with a last-minute injury, as he said. He's getting his he's having some treatment at the moment just to check he's okay for the cup final on Saturday. Bycoin says you better start now before I beat the head off your boyo. Guys, I'm live. I think we're live anyway. Are we live? Anyway, right. So the team news obviously came out a little while ago. Marseille versus Atletico Madrid, not Arsenal, not Arsenal, of course. Let me just check we actually are live because I think we're live. Yeah, we are. Are we not? Are we? Right. Well, it says we're. Apparently, we're not live. Apparently we were live. Right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Let's start this again, everybody, and welcome back to That's Football. This is the watch-along for the Europa League final. I can't make the joke twice. It's Atletico Madrid versus Marseille. How's everyone doing? Sorry, I had to stop it there. I didn't think we were live, but we're live. We're live. So, obviously, the team news came out a little while ago. How's everyone doing? We're online. We're good. Right. Hello, everybody. Absolute shit show to start this show. I've not been on for a little while, as you can tell, so I'm out of practice. But how's everyone doing? It's the Europa League final. I'm not going to make the joke twice, but if you know what I'm talking about. So the team news did come out about an hour ago, of course. So Marseille's team. Mandanda in goal, obviously ex-Crystal Palace player, didn't do too well there. Sarr, Rami, Luis Gustavo, and Arnavi as the back four. I'll be honest, haven't heard of any of them. Zambo, Isimat, Mirin make up the two central midfielders, and Tovan, which we all know, Payet and Ocampos, just in behind Germain. So look, it's the side that's got to the Europa League final. I'll get into what I think about the two sides in a minute, but let's just read the Atletico Madrid side before we do continue. It's Oblak in goal, Gomez, Godin, Jimenez, and Vesieco, I think I've butchered that, haven't I? It's the back four. Koke, Fernandez, Niguez, and Correa make up the midfield four, with Griezmann and Diego Costa up front. So obviously, in my opinion, that Atletico Madrid side is far better. I do, the likes of Griezmann and Costa, Griezmann especially, bordering on world class. Whereas Marseille, they don't really offer too much, really. They're no mugs. They have beaten Salzburg and RB Leipzig to get to this final. So, that's not an easy run. You could argue Atletico Madrid's run has been slightly easier with, the only big side them playing is Arsenal. But it should be a good game, obviously. I think if I had to predict, I'd go with an Atletico Madrid win. Like I said, I just think they've got more in all areas of the pitch. Defensively, very solid. Going forward, likewise, fantastic players in those areas as well. So, like I said, I think it's going to be. I think the game's going to go in Madrid's favour today. But we'll have to wait and see. How's everyone doing? I hope the stream's okay. We are live. I don't know what's going on, lads. I think we're live. Get your comments in. I want to throw it to you guys. How do you think today's going to go? And how are you all doing? I've not seen you in a little while. So, welcome to the stream. Like I said, it is the Europa League final. There's not long until kickoff. About 15 minutes left. Crazy Pizza Gaming says it's going to be a crazy night. Well, let's hope so, Crazy. Crazy? Can I call you that for short, pal? I will do. That game, Marseille versus Red Bull was amazing. We watched the on this channel. Me and you, we watched the semi-final of Atletico Madrid Arsenal, and the also the extra time of Marseille versus Leipzig. I think it was, wasn't it? Marseille unrightfully, well, it should have gone to penalties because the actual corner that gave them the goal wasn't actually a corner. So, you know, you need those strokes of luck to actually get far in this competition, and any competition, really. They've got here. They're not a bad side, Marseille. I just think Atletico Madrid's, like I said, defensively so solid. Simeone set them up to be an absolute defensive powerhouse. Going forward as well, Antoine Griezmann and Diego Costa, now that is not a strike force to be messed with. Can't miss Sander watch-along, so I'm going to revise and watch this. Well, mate, if you've have got exams coming up, like me actually, I was going to say go revise, but I need all the viewers I can get. I'll be honest, my streams don't do very well, do they? Well, they do all right. I've seen a lot of hate comments in the comments before I actually went live, so hopefully we can cast them aside and show some support, which is what we're all about. Foul says, of course, Atletico Madrid will win. Emil is watching from South Africa, which is fantastic. Guys, let me know where you are watching from. Obviously, a thing that the United Stand does, but also something we like to add on here on That's Football is who you support. Because on the United Stand, everyone's a United supporter, whereas on here, hopefully, I mean, that's the aim of the channel, we've got a variety of different fans on, which, would be fantastic. So, yeah, let me know where you're watching from and who you actually support. Sarah says 2-1 Athletic. That's good. That's good. Don't worry, Sander. I'll just keep it on and not watch, and I'll revise. That's good, mate. I mean, that's the wise decision, isn't it? We've got someone from Ireland. Google is from Melbourne. The Marseille Ultras are insane. Jared, is that right? I'm not up to date with the Marseille Ultras. Brugshane. Manchester United, ML Sports Manchester United. I'm watching from England. Brilliant, guys. We're on 29,437 subscribers. We're trying to hit 30,000 subscribers before the World Cup starts. The World Cup starts on the 14th of June. Now, we've got this game and the Champions League final, and I believe they're the only two watch-alongs we're doing until the World Cup starts. We've actually also got daily content from Mark, which you guys are aware of. And starting tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a daily transfer show in the evening from about 7 to 7:30 English time. So 8 to 8:30 my time. So we've got a lot of content coming up. So if you guys haven't already, then do hit subscribe. We're on 29,439 subscribers, 440. Can we hit 29,550? That'd be absolutely fantastic, mate, if we could do that. So, yeah, smash that like button and get involved. When does the game start, Sander? It starts in about 15 minutes, mates. When the game does start, I'll be about a minute or so behind you guys. Because I'm watching it through my TV, which, anyway, long story, and live streaming just doesn't work instantly. So, I've got a live timer up there that will be running, and so if you guys want to pause your TV and sync up with me, that's absolutely fine. Jared, what are you messaging me, mate? Jared Passerman is messaging me on Twitter. You're distracting me. Sam supports Celtic, which is fantastic. Wet Lettuce, how are you doing? Look, it's going to be an interesting game today. Let's talk about the game a little bit. We're just seeing Dimitri Payet on the pitch there, and obviously absolutely tore it apart at West Ham. And at Marseille as well, he's been a fantastic re-signing for Marseille, if you will. Whether they'll be able to do it, whether Marseille will be able to do it against Atletico Madrid is another story, because that Atletico Madrid defence is one of the best in the world. It is one of the best in the world. You can, dress it up as, they're third in the league. That defence is one of the best in the world, and to penetrate that defence is so difficult. We'll have to wait and see if they can do it or not. Let me know in the comments. Do you think Marseille can actually get a couple goals tonight and even win potentially? I'm going to go for a 3-1 Atletico Madrid win. I think I'm going to score Marseille, maybe Dimitri Payet or Tovan, but I think Atletico Madrid are going to come up victorious. Thoughts on the England World Cup squads? It's poor, isn't it? It's poor. I mean, the guys, if you don't know, we've got a little while till kick-off, so we can talk about a few other stuff. Obviously, the England World Cup squad came out a little while ago. Today, actually. It's poor, isn't it? When you have Harry Maguire in your squad, you're in trouble, aren't you? I mean, you are in trouble when you've got Harry Maguire in your squad. I don't think it's as strong. Look, if the golden generation, the likes of Lampard, Gerrard, Shearer was in that, wasn't he? Or, you know, Rooney a bit later. If those players can't win the World Cup, this team stand absolutely no chance. And a funny little point Marcus touched on previously on this channel is that, look, every single major tournament, the British media try and build the side up. Although, you know, and it gets the general public quite excited. You think, you know what, we might have a chance. But for this World Cup in Russia, the media have not tried at all to build this side up because they're just so bad. They know there's not even a slither of hope in terms of any success this summer. So it's poor. That's my thoughts on it. It's poor. Yeah, exactly. Fabian Delph in there as well. It isn't very good. Although I did see, look, this channel is all about opinions, and I've got to disagree with Mark on something, and a lot of you guys as well. I saw a guy called Joel Merry, if you guys might know him, he tunes in now and again, post on his Instagram, and Mark said it as well, that he'd like to see the likes of Jadon Sancho, what's the other guy called? Leon Bailey, brought to this World Cup, and I just think their claim is to offer something new, and in my opinion, I think that would just put too much pressure on them. We've seen a young Theo Walcott go to World Cup, and we've heard that it's had a big negative effect on the man. You know, so much pressure put on the guy from then on. He's got to go into the next Premier League season, and he has to perform, otherwise he's a flop, even though he's just 16, 17. So for me, I know Adam Lallana is uninspiring, but to bring a Jadon Sancho or Leon Bailey to a World Cup would be far too much pressure and far too soon for the player itself. So that's my opinion. I'm going to put it into the comments. If you're English, would you have brought the likes of Sancho and Bailey? England sucks. Bailey is amazing. The great ones step up. Jared, I'm not quite sure what you're on about. Jared, can people tell me, is everything okay? Tell me how many people we've got watching as well. That does interest me because it will give me a sort of a scale, a bit of, what's it called? A reference as to how good we are doing. Because the better we do, the more people tune in. The World Cup is not for potential players, it's for the now. Well, that's what I think. That's what I think, Nathan. And I think it would be very unlucky it'd be very harsh on Danny Welbeck and Adam Lallana, who are in the Premier League playing week in, week out, not to get into the World Cup squad purely because, Jadon Sancho, he's got a bit of potential. Well, they're not better players at the moment. Yeah, that's what I think. No Italy, Holland or Ireland. This is going to be a boring World Cup. I'm actually Dutch, if you guys didn't know. I've said it enough times, haven't I? And so, look, it's disappointing not having Holland in the World Cup. But what I will say is, there's enough games in the qualifying rounds for you to be able to get through. So it's not a fluke, is it? Italy, Holland and Ireland just simply not good enough. So if they were in the World Cup, it would be even more boring because you'd see a lower quality of play. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. I mean, that Holland side is, I'll be honest, to put it bluntly, is absolute dog shit. It is so bad. I mean, our best player is probably like Van Dijk, I think. I mean, we've got Bas Dost up front playing in the Portuguese league. We've got Memphis Depay, who's uninspiring. Our golden, the Holland's golden generation, if you will, the likes of Robin van Persie, Robin and Van Persie, not Robin van Persie, and Wesley Sneijder have retired now, which is obviously sad to see. Yeah, Darren O'Brien agrees with me. Hi, Sandy, are you confident United can win the FA Cup? Yes, I am confident, although let's not get complacent. United, it's a very, very good Chelsea side. They haven't been fantastic as of late, but if you look at the quality within that Chelsea side, they've got an abundance of it. Hazard, Aspilicueta, Kante, they've got good players, and you can't get away from that. So we'll have to wait and see, won't we? England are boring even when they play San Marino in the qualifiers. I think the qualifying stage is an absolute farce. I mean, England, It's ridiculous how easy it is for England every single time. Sander, you need a new Van Persie. Well, that's the thing for Holland. We've got that Ajax side has a few nice players in them, but I'm not seeing much potential coming up. I mean, every country goes through dips. We've seen that in England at the moment. They're going through a dip. But Holland, I mean, we didn't make the Euros. We didn't make the Euros in France. We're not making this World Cup. You don't make the next Euros, and you're looking at a dry patch of 8 years. I mean, it's 6 years, sorry, and that's awful. That's awful. Are you doing a watch-along on the royal wedding on Saturday? I didn't even know it was on Saturday, mate. I'm not interested, if I'm honest with you. I'm sorry, but I'm not interested. All of them are still better than Welbeck. How long did you live in England? I lived in England for 16 years of my life, mates. Atletico 3, Griezmann 2, and Costa 1. So he actually thought it was going to be 3-1. That's from Anastasis. Is that how I pronounce it? Apologies if I butchered that. We need a new Sir Alex Ferguson. I think everyone needs a new Sir Alex Ferguson, Nick. We've not got a lot of people watching, guys, so if you guys wouldn't mind sharing the video, it'd be absolutely fantastic if you could, to try and get a few more people involved. So just click the share button and yeah, like I said, get some other people. I've got to mute that. Get some other people involved because we've not got many people watching. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be a big game. It should be an absolutely fantastic game. You know, Marseille and Atletico both good size. It's the Europa League final. It means automatic Champions League qualification next season. Although Atletico Madrid have already got it. Holland need Louis van Gaal back, mate. Louis van Gaal, yes, he did fantastically at in the World Cup in Brazil semi-finals. It was boring to watch, and that was sort of carried on to United. Just the amount of possession. I don't want to see that just knocking it around at the back. He did it in Holland as well. It was boring. Imagine if Jose gets Roy Keane as his assistant manager. That's not going to happen, mate, because he said there's going to be no assistant manager, and when there eventually is one, it will be Michael Carrick. So no assistant manager coming in for United, pal. England need a new Sander. They do indeed, mate. They need a new me. Nick said, I think Lyon might scrape this one. Yeah, me too, mate. I think Lyon are going to win 4-0. Although it is unlikely since they're not playing tonight, which is, you know, unfortunate for them. It is in Lyon, though. Maybe that's where you've got mixed up. It is in Lyon. Manchester United need to have a big summer. You're not wrong. Show the game. It's free anyways. Is it free? Is the game free? Is it on YouTube or something like that? Well, in which case, I don't need to show it because, you know, you can watch it yourself. But I am going to be commentating on it. I am going to be giving my live reactions. I guess it's better to not make the Euros and World Cup. Well, no, but I mean, see where you're coming from. But yeah, no, I'm going to be giving my live reactions and updates on the game as soon as it kicks off. So get involved, have your say. Mohammed says, where is Mark? Mark's pulled out with a last minute Achilles strain. I've made that up. He hasn't. But yeah, I think he's got some things to do. I think he's a bit under the weather as well. So yeah, he's not here, but I am, which isn't as good. It's about half as good, but that'll do. That'll do, won't it? Apparently it's on YouTube, which is good. BT Sports Channel, that's where I'm watching it. I'm watching on BT Sports, pal. Oh, right, it's on YouTube. That's good. At least you guys get to watch it then, which is fantastic. So get that up. Often, this is the thing, right? The BT Sport commentary is pretty, how can I put this nicely? Shit. It's bad, isn't it? So get involved. This is a community where you can get involved, and I'll be giving my live reactions and opinions, as will all the people in the live comments. There's a lot of fireworks. I do not like this. Look, there's a DJ. This feels too Super Bowl-y. Do you know what I mean? This just feels a bit, I don't know. What do you guys think of that? What do you think about all the fireworks and DJ? And it feels very American. It feels very, like I said, Super Bowl and NFL. They do that at the Super Bowl, don't they? The fireworks and the DJ and the Madonna singing and the sort of, whoa, entertainment, man. It's just a bit, stop. You know? I don't know. What do you guys think? There is the Europa League trophy. Obviously, Manchester United's at the moment for another 90 minutes. What I will say though, lads, this has got me so much more excited. I really want it to go to extra time penalties. Not only do I get to spend an extra, what's that, like 45 minutes with you guys, but how exciting would that be, right? Watching a cup final, extra time penalties. I don't want to see it be 5-0 or a 1-0. That'll be a bit boring as a neutral. I'd like to see it go to extra time penalties. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Every sport is becoming more commercialised. Jared, do you not agree? Guys, do you agree? I don't know. That's just my opinion. It doesn't feel like you're going to war. I want a cup final, especially a cup final, but any football game to be war. I want my players to be going in there and fighting for their lives and showing that much commitment. And when you've got bloody David Guetta on the mic, do you know what I mean? It doesn't feel the vibe. Do you know? Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling. It's just a bit. It doesn't. I don't know. Do you guys know what I mean? Do you guys know what I mean? I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it. Wet Letter says, "Sana, keep up the good work, guys. I used to react to the negative comments and sort of call you guys out, but what I've realised is I've just got to react to the positive comments because, you know, despite popular belief, there are a few of you out there supporters of me. So if you guys do support me, Jesus, just burped then, Jesus Christ. Anyway, sorry. If you guys do support me and help me along the way and you know watch my streams, then thank you so much. It really does mean a lot. I'm only just starting out. I haven't been on here in a little while, so I'm rusty. I need a bit of WD-40. Do you know what I mean? A bit of oil on me. I'm rusty. So thanks for supporting, guys, and I very much appreciate it. Luke's got a fantastic girlfriend with a lovely name called Wilma Dickfit. That's definitely real. I know that's Avicii level. It's not David Guetta, but I just thought of something off the top of my head. No, I can't. I cannot sing. I know you're trying to support me, but you don't even need to. You don't need to lie. Do you know? You can be nice, but don't lie because I cannot sing. But yeah, look, the fireworks have created a bloody pitch of mist. You can't see 5 meters ahead of you. I don't like it. Yeah, it's not very good, is it? 3-1 Atletico Madrid. Sander is the best. Why am I singing my own praise? Yeah, Sander, your thoughts on Fred properly? What I say about Fred possibly joining United is, I'm sure he's a good player. If Jose Mourinho wants to sign him, I'm sure he's a good player. But I can't get over the name. Do you know what I mean? It's just a bit, it's uninspiring, isn't it? Here he is, Fred on the ball. It's Fred. Fred! He shoots! It doesn't ring, it doesn't... Pogba sounds nice, doesn't it? Fred! It doesn't do it for me. Do you know what I mean? But, you know, I'm sure he's a good player. And if he's a midfielder that can get the ball ticking nice and quickly and raise the tempo of that midfield, then I'll be happy. But, yeah, the name's not inspiring. It doesn't inspire me. Oh, we're getting the timer ready. The teams are coming out. Hi, Sander. Is your Spanish coming on? How's your Spanish coming on? Forgot his name. Oh, Spanish mate coming on. Jorge. Well, if Jorge's watching, he can come on. But he's not an Atletico Madrid fan. But that's fine. If he wants to come on, he can come on. But, you know, that's up to you guys. What's your name? Welcome. Shut me up. There goes a virtual handshake. I'm Sander Seegers. I'm 17 years old. And I live in Madrid. And I'm not an alcoholic. I shouldn't make fun about that. But... yeah, no, I'm Sander Seegers, I'm 17, and I like chatting a bit of waffle about football, so join me, it's good fun, we're covering the Europa League final, and let's hope for a good game, right? Love it, your videos, hashtag wet lettuce, thanks Antoine. Fred is coming, I'm pretty sure Fred... These bloody fireworks have made it impossible to see what's going on. Nightmare. Right, I've got to get the timer ready, chaps, because I can't set it at 10 seconds onwards. I have to start it from 0. And if the game starts, then I can't. Oh my God, those fireworks have proper messed it up. Nightmare. Just getting ready for the timer, lads. Right, here we go. Kickoff is imminent. The players are out on the pitch. This is the Europa League final. I'm excited. Get in the comments if you are. If you're not, act like you're excited because I need the energy. I need the positive vibes. You know what I mean? I'm excited. This is it. And 3, a 2, a 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We have not kicked off quite yet. We've kicked off. What the bloody hell are they doing? I've never seen that in a professional football game. Marseille have started it and just lumped it up the pitch and kicked it out of play for an Atletico Madrid throw-in. I mean, it's probably to get themselves higher up the pitch, but I've never seen that before. Here they are. What? Stop. Hashtag fireworks out is all I'll say, because they've made it difficult to see the game. The bloody missed pitch. You're a minute behind, Sander. Yeah, Ben Johnson says I'm a minute behind. Well, guys, if you are new to the channel, I'm obviously going to be about a minute or two behind. That's how streaming works. I can't be live direct with you. So if you want to watch it as I'm watching it, just pause your screen. And we've got a live timer there. So as you can see, I'm a minute and 3 seconds into the game. I'm actually a minute into the game. But yeah, so that's how you can watch it along with me. If you don't want to watch it along with me and you want to be a minute ahead of me, you can do that. Or if you can't watch the game, which I think you can because it's on YouTube and it's free, then just stick around and listen to my opinions and live updates. But yeah, it's quite a sporadic start to the game. No real tempo, neither side really maintaining a certain sustained period of possession. Atletico Madrid's keeper has got it at the moment, all black of course. Is Rolando plays in Marseille. Rolando does play for Marseille. He's not starting though, I don't think anyway, mate. Good idea, son. I didn't think of that. Yep, Ben Johnson, that's yep. Bloody hell. I mean, we've got it zoomed on to the players here, and I'm literally squinting trying to see the game. Absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? Imagine if you were in the sky, in the gods, watching the game in the actual stadium. Ridiculous. Guys, we're on 29,445 subscribers. I asked if we could actually get to 29,550 today. That would sort of equal our sort of average subscriber count per stream, which is 100. So, I mean, just getting to 29,500 would be fantastic. But let's try and hit 29,550. So if you haven't already, get subscribing and get involved. I just got you on my mobile phone and the game on the other phone. That's good, mate. That's good. Appreciate that. But 3 minutes into the game, I'm gutted. I think the viewer count is low because I messed up that beginning bit. I think, anyway. But Atletico with a long throw here into the box. Knocked down, he shoots. It was a sort of half-assed shot, to be fair. It wasn't fantastic, but it's a tackle in there. No foul given. Marseille regained possession of the ball. They've lumped it up the field, and Atletico defend. Very high-tempo game so far. Very sporadic, like I say. Neither side dominating the play. Not Atletico Madrid. Marseille coming forward here into Payet. Come on, mate. Slips it in. He's 1-on-1. Oh, he should have put that in the back of the net. That should have been 1-0 Marseille. And that is the sort of thing you have to put away. Not only in a game like this, but against a team like Atletico Madrid. Because chances like that will not come very often. They've split open Atletico Madrid there, and that should be 1-0 Marseille. They should have been ahead. A fantastic little pass there by Dimitri Payet, and he's just got the shot all wrong. He's got the shot all wrong. Yeah, he's mucked that up. He's mucked that up. That should be 1-0 Marseille. And look, if you let those chances go begging, you're going to live to regret it, because Atletico Madrid, as we so very well know, is such a good defensive side. So you let chances like that go and you will not get many more of them. So yeah, like S. Hussein says, it's a terrible miss. Ben Johnson, though, says it's a great ball from Payet, which it is. You know, when you let a chance go by and you miss a chance, look, you can look at it positively or negatively. You can sake. We missed a chance. We should be 1-0 up. Or you can look at it, right, well, that's a good sign. You know, they've got defensive fragilities. We can actually open them up. We've shown that. And so you can take that one or two ways. It's very early in the game, just 5 minutes into it. So you have to take the positive side to it if you are a Marseille fan or player. But still, it's not good, is it? It's not good. Yeah, how did he miss that? Jesus Christ. Who missed, guys? I don't actually know the player who missed, but Marseille do actually have a free kick here. Dimitri Payet, obviously the absolute wizard at free kicks. He's going to put a ball into the box. It has to be a good one. He puts a ball. It is a good one, right in the middle. But as we've seen, Atletico Madrid, so good defensively. Slip him in! Shoots! Just wide. Marseille dominating, that's what I'd say. Obviously, like I said, very, very early in the game. But at this moment in time, in the first 6 minutes, Marseille have been the better side. Or at least they've had more chances. Atletico Madrid shown some sort of defensive fragility. Maybe they've got to wake up. I don't know. But at the moment, Marseille are the better side. I agree. I hope this is an open final. Lots of goals, please, since I'm neutral with it going to pens would be nice. I'm 100% with you, mate. Sander, you shout a lot. My earphones are blasted. Pankaj, I mean, you act as if you're new. Megan, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I messed it up at the beginning, so we don't have very many people watching. But for the people that are actually watching, thank you very much. Hi, Sana, just switched it on. It's a misty evening out there. No, Barakiel, if that's your name, it's not misty. They've just let off a bunch of fireworks before the game, which have produced a bunch of smoke. Anyway, if you did join, if you are just joining, I'm not a fan of the whole Americanized, commercialized parade before the game. They've had like bloody it wasn't David Guetta, but some sort of DJ on there with fireworks, and I saw a video the other day of some fan eating popcorn whilst watching a football game. Gee, it's just horrible, isn't it, the way footy's going? I hate it. But Atletico Madrid coming forward here. But Marseille intercept and defend well. Look, I haven't seen too much of Marseille. I've seen more of Atletico Madrid. I've seen them live this season as well. Very good side. But, you know, like I said, Marseille have deserved to get to where they are. Not only are they a good side themselves, but they've had a very tough run, playing the likes of RB Leipzig and Salzburg as well. So, yeah, they're no mugs and they're not to be underestimated. Be interesting to see how well they do tonight against, no doubt, their toughest opponent. Sander, have you heard of Verst, that guy? I haven't, mate. I haven't. Verst Cohill. No. Turn on the screen. My screen's on, mate. I know what you mean. If we've got any mods, where the bloody hell is Matthew McFadden? It's because the game is on BT Sport, the YouTube channel, and they're nicking your views. Mugs. Bloody... You'll live to regret it, BT Sport. I'm joking. I really hope I can work for you one day, in which case, I'm sorry, I love you. Anyway, Marseille coming forward here. Or not, they've given it out. Live. Guys, Irma, you can't do that, mate. You can't put live streams. Right, Matthew McFadden. Matthew McFadden. Where are you? I'm messaging him now. Bloody mug. Where are you? I need you, you mug. There we go. Lovely way to talk to your moderators. Sander, you're a great YouTuber. Keep it up. Clearly not, mate. Clearly not. Clearly not. Megan, please leave Sander. He's mine. Yeah, Megan, piss off. I'm Luke's. Megan, leave. Guys, I mean, I wish if I... Oh, God. Can you guys... You can't see... Matthew McFadden. Sorry, mate. Just in a game of FIFA. Come on, it's unfocused. Come on. Focus on me. Hello. I should not have held that up to the screen. Anyway, I'm just going to continue whilst it's unfocused. It'll probably focus in a minute. Or I'll just get my actual... Yeah, bloody Matthew McFadden in a game of FIFA, the mug. There we go. Right. 10 minutes into the game. How do you earn a moderator? Mate, I don't even know. It used to be Ask Marcus, but Marcus has gone off on one and started slagging the channel off. So, or most specifically Mark, so don't go to him anymore. Probably message Mark about it. But yeah, I'm not believing that we've got 1,000 people watching. It's probably 100 people watching, mate. Sander, what do you hate the most about cricket? That's a weird question, mate. What do you hate the most about the way football's progressing in the modern era? No, what do you hate the most about cricket? I don't know. That it's boring. But yeah, Marseille getting hold of the ball. Atletico just clearing it there. Why are you copying Virgil van Dijk's haircut? I'm not, mate. I've had it for ages. Yeah, we've got 230 people watching, which is a bit shit. But yeah, thanks for everyone that is actually here. 186 people. I'm going to get sacked by Mark in a minute. But thanks, everyone that is actually watching. Without you, I would not be doing this not because I wouldn't want to, just because Mark would no longer give me the opportunity. I'm joking. But thanks, everyone that is watching and that is showing support. 11 minutes into the game. It started off quite sporadic with Marseille getting a few chances. The clear-cut chance, I'd argue. They should be 1-0 up. But yeah, no, they're sort of settled down a little bit. They're coming forward here, though, Marseille. Nice little bit of footwork by one of their players there. It's come out to the edge of the box. This is what we're going to see, though, how difficult Atletico Madrid are going to be to break down. And things like that, I think it was Sarr there, shooting from outside the box is going to be a common theme, I think, because you're not going to be able to get in behind them, Atletico, that is. Oh. Look, I hope this is not too seductive. Do you know what I mean? Very low cut there. Do you like my necklace, everyone? My girlfriend got it to me. It's Megan in the comments. Where is David Luiz? Oh, he's on a plane to Russia, mate. You're doing a good job, sub for Mark. You're doing a good job, right? But no one subscribe for this guy. Subscribe for Mark, because we don't like you. You're doing all right. We don't like you, but subscribe for the other guy that does it. Anyway. No live content on the United stand today. I think Mark's a bit under the weather, mate. He did 2 shows today already, so yeah. But coming up to 13 minutes into the game. We're on come on, guys. We're on 29,452 subscribers. Can we at least get that ticking? At least hit 29,500. I need it. Yeah, get subscribed. There's also a link in the description below which you can click and will bring you to our Facebook page. So you can subscribe or like or follow, whatever you have to do over there as well. Irish Francis Caliban's flirting with Megan with a little kiss there. Dirty, mate. Anyway, Atletico Madrid have got a free kick here. My back is playing up, so we're going to have to sit back a little bit. Just do that. I've got a free kick here. He already subscribed. Thanks, Carl, mate. Appreciate it. Mark has got a lady flu. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with him. He just messaged me saying he's a bit under the weather, and he's got a few things to do. So, look, it's my pleasure. I haven't done this in a little while, so it's my pleasure to do this. But a free kick goes in to the box. Cleared out by Marseille. Atletico regain possession, though. Yeah, what I will say is, though, look, I said that I haven't done this for a little while, but I will be... just quickly do this. I will be on here every single... Okay, right, basically, starting tomorrow, I'm going to be on here every single day, every single evening from 7 to 7:30 with all the transfer news. It's just going to be a transfer recap show. And then, right, and then I leave on the 25th to England. From the 25th until the 6th of June, I'm going to be gone. Then from the 6th of June onwards, once again, I'm going to restart that daily transfer show. So, yeah. It was a good little scissor kick shot. That's what I meant. A scissor kick shot there by, Koke. I think it was. A bit Paolo Di Canio-esque there from Koke. You'd be a great professional commentator, mate. I just want to be a presenter / entertain. Matthew McFadden. Matthew, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the stream, pal. It's 0-0, 15 minutes into the game of the Europa League final. The fireworks mist has cleared out now, so that's good. But welcome, mate. Welcome. Matthew, every 20 minutes, can you update me how many people we've got watching, mate? Cheers. Yes, Pancage, actually. So he said, Sana, do a Skype show, please. Yeah, mate, I will happily do a Skype show. Happily do it, mate. Happily do it. Hashtag scissor shit, yeah. You are great. I like you and I like your hair and your reaction. Please always collab with Mark. Yeah, I mean, if Mark wants to come on for the second half of this, or maybe at half time, whatever, he's very much welcome on. Not that I have to invite him, it's his channel. But, yeah, Matthew, can you time out Arta? Because he's done that a few times now. Oh, my back is dodgy. But, yeah, I thought I was going to get taken a piss out for this low-cut top. It's just a V-neck, and, you know, I like it. Knocking it around, though, Marseille. Look, I'll be honest, it's... Right. That's a poor pass there by Atletico Madrid. But by Marseille, sorry. But what I will... Right, so, basically, first 15, 16 minutes now. I was going to say Marseille are dominating, right? And they have had more of the ball. But, Atletico Madrid are coming forward here. This might back up my point. But what I was about to say, we've seen Atletico against Arsenal in that first leg be able to defend for the full 90 minutes. Yeah, they conceded one. But, and then go score in the last minute. They don't need the ball to win the game, Atletico Madrid. They're very good out of possession, Atletico. So, yes, Marseille have had more of the ball. Yes, they've had a clear-cut chance or two. But Atletico Madrid are so efficient and so clinical. And to them, they're almost as comfortable out of the ball as they are in it. So, yeah. If I was an Atletico Madrid fan or player, I wouldn't be worried. I wouldn't be worried. Jared, this is as boring as England's squad. Mate, England's squad. Oh, I'm very excited for the World Cup. Very excited for the World Cup. Me and Mark are going to be doing about a watch-along a day on here. There might even be up to 4 watch-alongs in one day in the World Cup for the World Cup, which is absolutely ridiculous. So I'm very excited for that. But that England squad is very uninspiring. You can alter the TV if you feel it's... Gutted I won't do the Champions League final. I know. I booked tickets to England. I'm sure Mark would have done it anyway. Actually, no, he wouldn't have. Long story. But, yeah, unfortunately, I'm off. I can't do it, unfortunately. So, yeah, 26th of May, Mark Goldbridge will be doing the Champions League final here on That's Football, which should be very exciting. Oh my God, Bycoins Jeff has added Megan on Instagram. He's sliding into those DMs, he is. Madrid are basically United of La Liga. No, not really. I think United have a lot of the ball, they just don't move it quick enough, whereas Atletico Madrid tend to not have the ball as much and just sit back and defend and counter-attack. It's not really what you see United doing. This game needs a goal. Yeah, I think so. It'd be fantastic to see a goal. Although, if it stays 0-0, look, I'd rather see goals, but if it goes to extra time penalties, that's all I want. That's all I want for this game. Extra time penalties would be absolutely fantastic for me. Sander needs a trim. Sander needs a trim. Apparently, that's from Luke. I need to get this bit cut, but I'm not cutting this. Ty, there's a list of potential mods. Is there now? That's interesting. Do you know what I think we're going to have to do? I think, Matthew, for the people that are here often, we're going to have to make some of them mods because I tell you what, Brevy Boy, George Carr's here sometimes. Beck Howell, why she's a mod, I don't know. She's never here. You know what I mean? I like the girl. She's never here, though. Other people like that, demod them. Demod them, and I want to get loyal. That's, for example, Pancage. He's always here. Pancage is always here. And so, you know, it'd be good to get him a mod. What? I'm not a mod. Evening Mini Driver, how you doing, pal? Marseille with the ball into the box there. Atletico Madrid deal with like high balls so well, aerial balls so well, don't they? I mean, the cross was a little bit overcooked there, but I mean, we saw it against Arsenal. Every single time Monreal got down that left side and tried to put a ball into the box, Atletico Madrid just dealt with it. They just dealt with it. Oh, Jared, I have no power. I can't decide anything, but that's just what I think. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's unfair, isn't it? That like Beck Howell somehow's a mod and George Kyle. I mean, George, I like them. Don't get me wrong, I like them, but they're never here, are they? They're never here. So it would be more fair for someone like Pankaj, he's here every single show, no matter what time, no matter where, who, how. He's always here. And I just think, I don't know, someone like that deserves to be a mod. Do you know what I mean? Because I can rely on him to be here. 20 minutes into the game, it's not been a bad game. It's not been a bad game at all. It's been nice tempo, fairly fast pace, and a few clear-cut chances. That's a big mistake. Atletico Madrid are in here. Oh my God, 1-0. And that, Griezmann puts it in the back of the net, and that's just what I told you. They are so clinical, Atletico Madrid. And that is, I mean, Griezmann with a Fortnite dance there. And that mistake there by that Marseille defender, I don't know who it is, I apologise. But unacceptable. Unacceptable from the Marseille defender there. Is Simeone still banned? He's still banned, I think. He's still got a touchline ban. But awful mistake there by the Marseille side there. And that's how it is, isn't it? It's poor. Let's just change this. And then do this. Home green. Do that. Do that. Do that. That dance is ridiculous. I mean, he clearly plays Fortnite. He's a bit of a mug. But something we've learned, I mean, it only really applies for United, but I think this can sort of be taken into this cup final. You do not dance in a cup final. We've seen Alan Pardew do it. We've seen Dele Alli do it. Now we've seen Antoine Griezmann do it. Can Marseille continue that trend and put Atletico Madrid to bed today? Well, we've still got a lot of time to find out whether that will be the case or not. I hope I get my prediction right. I went for 3-1 Atletico Madrid. You got a prediction? No? No. He's had a long day. Told you they would soak up the pressure and score 1 or 2. Faison, that's what I said, didn't I? I said they're very, very good without the ball. Although that wasn't the way I thought they were going to score. I thought it was going to be win the ball back, defend and counter-attack. It just shows you that they're so clinical. You give them a chance, especially a chance like that, and they will score. They will score. That dance will be in FIFA 19. All the dances in Fortnite, to be fair, should be in FIFA 19. That's sick. Although FIFA's dead, isn't it? It's FIFA. Why Matthew McFadden was playing it before he came on here is ridiculous. It's dead. It's a dead game. It's just horrible. Yeah, Fashinko he's been booked. He's the guy. He's the lad oh my God. He's the lad that got sent off in the what's it called? In the Arsenal first leg and by 2 yellows. Wow, I mean, that'll be interesting to see whether that happens as well today. Jared says, let's go Marseille. All I want to see, mate, is a few goals and extra time penalties for me. Jared says, need a goal first half from them. Jared, I mean, that would be ideal, wouldn't it? I mean, they've still got a good 20 minutes to get that first half goal. But we've seen them in the semi-final second leg, Marseille. Our first leg, oh no, sorry, I've just butchered that. I come in forward here, across into the box. Heading into the far corner there, but just over the bar. Yeah, of course, Matthew, mate. Of course, mate. Got to PS4 over the summer and played Heavy Rain. Amazing game. That would be recommended to anyone. So fun. I'm not even going to say what I've been playing recently. I said if Atletico score first, it's game over. They have far too much quality for Marseille. Could be 3 or 4-0 now. That's from Ben Johnson. And I don't think that's a wild prediction, mate, although I just think we've seen in the first 10 minutes how good Marseille can be and how Atletico Madrid do have holes in their defence that Marseille are able to exploit. I mean, we've seen that. There's proof of that. So, I mean, there's still a long time to go in this game. If Marseille get just one, it could go to extra time. So, look, long time left. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? Wet Letters has seen Deadpool 2. I've not actually seen Deadpool 1, mate. I've not seen Deadpool 1. Silly pass from the goalkeeper. This pass is mid are dangerous when you are kicking it long. Marseille's left back is ex-Aston Villa, is he? My back is so bad. Ball into the box here from Atletico Madrid. There's a good little knock on there. That could have almost found Antoine Griezmann, who was unmarked in the Marseille box there. But unfortunately, I think it was impossible really to get to him. But it was close. It was close. And but Mandanda collects. He's on the ball here, Mandanda. Antoine Griezmann clearly noting the mistake that he had in him and pressing him. Great atmosphere at the stadium. Well, obviously, I don't have the sound on, or if I think I do really quietly, but I can't hear it. So I can't tell if the atmosphere is good or not. But I'm sure it is, mate. It's a Europa League final. Since United won it last season, the importance of it's gone up a lot. A ball into the box there for Marseille, but Oblak comes and collects. That's one thing as well. You can get past that Atletico Madrid defence, but then you got to get past Oblak, and that is no mean feat, is it? It's very difficult. He's a very good keeper. Barcelona are in my country, South Africa, today. Were they? If Athletic, I can't else read that. Both Madrid teams will win when Manchester will beat Chelsea. Then Manchester will beat Chelsea. I think, right, I spoke to a few Real Madrid fans over here, and it's like, I don't think that's that big a right. Real Madrid don't mind Atletico Madrid, but Atletico Madrid hate Real Madrid. It's not only Stella that told me that, it was a few lads at school as well. And so Atletico Madrid really hate Real Madrid, and Real Madrid is like, it's just Atletico Madrid. So I think Real Madrid are almost, in a patriotic sort of way, cheering on Atletico Madrid in this game. I asked them, they said, who do you want to win? And they said Atletico Madrid, because they're Spanish, they want to pose Spanish dominance on world football, European football, and it's interesting that, isn't it? Why is Megan putting her Instagram in the comments? Chelsea will win 3-0 on Saturday, let's hope not, Mark. That's from Mark Willis. Importance of it went up because of the Champions League. Alex Rudd, but the Champions League's always been like that. It's just I really do think the fact that United won it last season really lifted the sort of the value of the Europa League, because before it'd been Seville. I think they'd won it like 3 in a row, and so it just got a bit, But when you got someone like Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs in the world, winning it, it will naturally elevate the importance of it. Yeah, well, Joe Hart, I think so as well. I think that's because Atletico obviously hate Real Madrid because of the success they've had over the course of history, I guess. But Real Madrid are not really fussed about Atletico because they're not too much of a threat, really. Moyes going back to Everton. Is that right? No, I thought Marco Silva was going there. I've seen Sam Allardyce has been sacked. I've seen West Ham have let Moyes go. But I didn't know Moyes was going back to Everton. I think they'd like to have him back, I think. Really can't wait for Saturday. Going to go with Man United 2, Chelsea 1. We'll have to wait for that, mate. If you guys do want to see a watch-along on that, that will be on the United stand, of course. Saturday, I think it's midday, isn't it? I think it's about 4 o'clock, my time anyway. Does anyone know why Simeone is not on the bench? He sat out the last match as well. He's still got a touchline ban then. He got sent off in the Arsenal game, so I presume he's still got a touchline ban. I didn't know it carried on that far. How many Champions Leagues have Atletico got? 0 to my knowledge, pal. I think it's Moyes. That's why Rooney is getting off. I thought it was the other way around. I thought it was if Sam Allardyce stays, Rooney will go, and then if he leaves, he'll stay. But coming up to 30 minutes into this game now. Nice bit of skill there by the Marseille winger. Very nice. Seems to think that he could do it all on his own. Of course, that wasn't the case. But he's showing some intensity. He's very frustrated there that it's been given, or that he didn't win the ball back, I think. There's a ball on the pitch, mate. He got a 4-match ban! Jesus. 4 matches in the European competition is massive. Is Payet coming off here? I don't know. Payet's coming off, I think. Dimitri Payet has gone down with an injury, and Marseille have got a substitution lined up. Wow, I mean, that could be the changing point in the game, because, you know, if anyone was going to change this game for the positive for Marseille, it was going to be Dimitri Payet or Tovan, of course. But Dimitri Payet would have played a massive part in Marseille's success in this game. But I mean, he looks injured. He looks like he's going to go off. Gutted. Not only I'm gutted because you want to see the best players play, but I'm sure Payet is crying. Shit. That's sad, isn't it? Go on, mate. Now I want them to win it now for Payet. Oh, that's sad, isn't it? He's in tears, Payet. Coming off of a hamstring injury, I think. That's sad. Best of luck. What did he say? I missed it. Serves him right for injuring Ronaldo in the Europa League final. I mean, yeah. No, not really. Not really, mate. It is sad. It's sad. It's sad. As Ben Johnson says, poor Payet, I feel for him. Yeah, me too. Red Devil Weekly, how you doing, mate? If you guys are into Manchester United, into football in general, then follow or subscribe. Sorry, to Red Devil Weekly. He's an up and coming Manchester United YouTuber doing his thing. So head over there if you guys are interested. I'm happy to help out or shout out the up and coming people grinding away, trying to get their YouTube channel growing. So there you go. As Daz Stringer said, he might be crying for a bigger reason than this. He's got World Cup as well. He's probably going to miss as well. What I would say is, I think one of the worst injuries was that Oxlade-Chamberlain injury. Not only did he miss the semi-final of the Champions League, he's going to miss the final of the Champions League and the World Cup. And someone who plays for Liverpool and with the quality of Oxlade-Chamberlain, which isn't too much, you're probably never going to get to a Champions League final again. So I think that's one of the most gutting injuries. Is he crying for Marseille or for France? Here comes Tony Martial. That might be the case, you know. That might be the case. Oh, wow. As Nick says, might open a spot for Martial. Well, I'd love it. I'd love it if he did. I mean, he probably wouldn't play much, but I'd love it if he did get to go. Dimitri Payet had a chance getting into the World Cup more than Martial did. Oh, 100%. Who cares about Oxlade-Chamberlain? No, I'm saying for him, how bad must he feel? Yeah, like I said, I told you what I thought. "33 minutes into the game. Marseille have got about 10 minutes, obviously, to get that first half goal, which I don't think they desperately need. I think if they didn't get it, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Obviously, they've still got 45 minutes to play the game out and get a goal or potentially two. But it would obviously change the feeling of the game, wouldn't it? It changed the picture of the second half. You know, they would go in, if they stayed like this, they'd go into the second half worried. stressing out a little bit. Like, if they get a goal back, they go into the second half, severe motivation, you know, very motivated, and severe belief as well. Oh. Can I sing Waka Waka, please? No, Antoine, because that song reminds me of 2010 World Cup. And what happened in the 2010 World Cup? Remember? He's not had a good day. He's not been responsive. Yeah. Holland lost in the final. Are Marseille playing any good? Yeah, they're playing all right, to be fair. I mean, they started the game better than they are playing now, but you know, they're not playing bad. I think Atletico Madrid have grown into it, and that mistake for Marseille to give that Madrid goal away was absolutely awful, wasn't it? It was terrible, and that's just given Atletico Madrid the momentum and the confidence to go out and really dominate this game, which they have started to do in the latter stage of this first half. But you know, I think Marseille, they're not playing badly. Yeah, there's more smoke, there's more bloody... Yeah, it's not fireworks now, it's a bloody flare now. I don't mind flares. Flares, if there's smoke because of flares, I can sort of get on board with that. Right, it doesn't create a fantastic viewing experience for people at home and people in the ground, but it's flares, it's cool, it's fun. It gives it that more war feel, doesn't it? Which I'm down for. Not a bloody DJ standing behind a deck. Oh, I can't stand it. Sander, do I live with Mark? Yeah, this is the same. Housemate. Yeah. Thoughts on Naby Keita coming to the Premier League? Haven't seen much of him, mate, but I think it'd be a bloody brilliant move for Liverpool. I really do. Why is it bad using flares with what's going on in the world? Am I missing something politically? Gone down injured here. I don't know what's happened there. I think he's Atletico. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. Apparently, Real Madrid allocated more tickets for the Champions League final. Is that right? That's wrong. Obviously, it shouldn't be like that. Flares going off behind the goalie. Yeah, I like that. I mean, it's not good for the players, nor is it good for the people trying to watch it in the stadium or at home. But it is a sign of a good atmosphere, isn't it? Mark, thoughts on Wolves promotion? I was marking the comments, is he? Guys, we're on 29,464 subscribers. If you haven't already, we're trying to hit 29,550 today, although it looks increasingly more unlikely. So, let's just have our mindset, baby steps. Mindset on 29,500. We're trying to hit 30,000 before the World Cup starts on the 14th of June, which is doable. It'll be difficult, but hopefully with the big Champions League final night on the 26th of May, Mark will be able to pull out of his arse. But let's just try to hit 29,500 subscribers. So if you haven't already, then do hit that subscribe button. If you have, share the video to get more people involved. Ball into the box here for Atletico Madrid. It was a good cross. Was Atletico Madrid, I think it was Godin, found himself unmarked in the box there, but a little bit too far out and a little bit too high for him as well to be able to properly direct it onto the goal. I saw someone say, where's Mark? This is the final. The host should be on. Wake up call for you, pal. I'm a host as well. Welcome. Hello, Sandra. Welcome. This year, the Real Madrid wins the champion. This year, sometimes it's difficult to read out your comments because you don't spell and write them correctly. So if you could write your comments correctly, that would be I mean, this smoke is getting bad now, isn't it? I think if it gets even worse than this, the referee will have to pause the game. I don't know how bad it actually is once you're in it. But we'll have to wait and see what the ref does about it. Ball into the box there by Marseille, but it was a bad one. And goes out for Atletico throw in here. Hashtag wet lettuce. You're not wrong. It's a movement. Alex Mole 0, mate. Nothing. Sander, is Umtiti is still possible to United? Nah, Pankaj, mate. It was never on. It was Umtiti to United was just a smokescreen for trying to get a new contract for him, mate. It was yeah, we've seen it so many times in the past with Ronaldo, Sergio Ramos. They just say that they're gonna they leak that they're gonna move somewhere, and United obviously gets the papers going, so that the club sort of we better sign him on to a new contract. It's just a contract thing. It was never going to happen. Sander, what do you think of This Is America music video? Have you seen the This Is America music video? You've not seen it? Watch it. It's no, I don't know. I think it's interesting. I haven't seen any of the analysis on it, but I think it's interesting. 40 minutes into the game, obviously 5 minutes until half time. That half has it's been a good one. It's died down, to be fair, in the latter stages, isn't it? It's sort of got a little bit not repetitive, but neither side has really created much. As you're seeing there, the passing is sort of the quality in the passing is sort of downgraded, if you will, if that makes sense. The quality is decreased, but it's still been an okay game. Not as good as the first 10 minutes though. Who's winning so far? I mean, you can see on the screen, it's Atletico. They're 1-0 up, and I think in terms of the play as well, I think they've been slightly more dominant as well. At half-time, I'll read you guys out some stats about the game, and then we'll read you out some stats, and then I'll go to the restroom, and then I'll come back and we can do a half-time review and just do a general Q&A about all things footy. Sana, sing Gucci flip-flops, please. No. And Titi is too small for the Premier League. He would struggle like Lindelof. Well, Lindelof he's struggled, but he's not played an awful lot either. And to be fair, I think given more game time and a serious run in the side, I think there's a good footballer in there. I do. I think there's a good defender in there. Mourinho wouldn't sign anyone. He wouldn't sign anyone, especially in the defence. He has to have something in him. So I think stick with him. He's going to play a lot more, hopefully, next season and get a good run in the side. But Marseille coming forward here, trying to get a ball into the box. But as we've seen on so many occasions, that box is packed out with defenders by Atletico Madrid. And the attack is dealt with and sort of nullified by Atletico Madrid. There's your wave, Phil. Simeone is a Mourinho clone, although he doesn't win trophies. RJ Gaming says he thought that Marseille was going to win, but he doesn't see them doing it now. What's that down to, mate? Why is your confidence in Marseille suddenly left you? Is it to do with the Payet injury? Is it to do with the fact that they've gone 1-0 down? I don't know. Let me know. They do have, seem to have stepped off the gas a little bit. The quality in their passing, most notably, has, like I said, decreased, and it's a worry. It's a worry because that suggests a lack of concentration and confidence, I think. So I think half-time, a goal before half-time for Marseille would be absolutely unbelievable. But getting into half-time now at this score line and sort of reassessing and coming back together would not be the worst thing for Marseille. How about going bald if Real Madrid win the Champions League? How about no? No. Antoine says, all Arsenal fans want Allegri, but do they realise his style of play? The fans will want him sacked after the first game. I haven't actually seen Allegri play too much, if I'm honest, but I presume his style of play is rather defensive then and rather slow, in which case, I just think, look, beggars can't be choosers, and Arsenal are beggars at this point, aren't they? So any good manager they can get would be a plus. DJ's Chicken's happy to be here tonight. Well, welcome to DJ's Chicken, mate. I hope you're doing all right. I hope you're... what do chickens eat? Seeds, I presume. I hope you've got a good bunch of seeds with you, and I hope you're enjoying the show. Allegri, Simeone, and Mourinho are very, very similar. Right. Yeah, I understand the Simeone and Mourinho comparison, but yeah. Arteta will coach Arsenal next. a massive risk, that, isn't it? People were saying it's like United going for a Giggs or a Gary Neville, but it's not. It's like going for a Giggs or Gary Neville to Arsenal would be like going for a Vieira or Thierry Henry. And Arteta is like going for a Phil Jones. Do you know what I mean? It's not similar whatsoever. So I'd be worried if I was an Arsenal fan. But risks, they can go horribly wrong. But it's risks that win you leagues and make you successful. And nothing has ever happened. Nothing's ever become successful without someone taking a risk somewhere. So we'll have to wait and see, won't we? But at Marseille, I've got another player down here. He looks bad, some sort of cramp, I think, potentially. It's just a collision there, I think. He looks in pain, though. Yeah, Tovan in the nuts is what Jared says. Yeah. Sander, sing a song if you want Moyes to Arsenal. I do, but let's get to 29,550 and then I'll sing a song about Moyes to Arsenal. I'll improvise if we get there. Ball caught him in the crown jewels. He got him in the bollocks, didn't he? Painful. He should be all right. Is that a little baby? Oh, that's cute. But we're 46 minutes into the game, which means it should be half time now with that 1 minute of stoppage time. But obviously we had that Tovan slight injury there, which might have added a few seconds on, but nothing major, I don't think. Hey, Son, who do you want to win this? Says Chris Windle. Chris, I just want the extra time penalties. I really, really do. I want an exciting game. Talking about the game, it is half time as we speak. The ref has just blown his whistle. So I think if I had to summarise that first half, I think the first 10 minutes were massively in favour of Marseille. They came out of the starting blocks fantastically well. Raring to go. A strange kickoff, actually, sending it right up the field, but it worked in their favour. It got them up the field instantly, and they were able to stay in that first 5, 10, 15 minutes of pressure. But after that, it sort of died down a little bit, and they gave that ridiculous goal away by a very, very sloppy pass. Which gave the ball to Antoine Griezmann. Antoine Griezmann, continued to put the ball into the back of the net with no problem whatsoever. Since then, it's died down, isn't it? Marseille have had Payet go off. We've seen a small, tiny injury in the bollocks of Tovan there. And, I think their confidence is shot a little bit. I think they need to get, this is Marseille I'm speaking about, they need to get into the changing room. Their manager needs to give them a kick up the arse, basically, and just a re-injection of confidence and motivation. I think that's what they need. A bit of a motivational speech, I think, wouldn't do them harm. So, right, match stats. Going to get it up for you guys. For the people, I do know people do like stats, so here we are. So, 65% of the possession was in favour of Marseille, which is interesting because I actually thought it would have been far, far closer to that, to each other than that. Marseille have had 6 shots, 1 on target, 4 off target. Atletico Madrid have had 4 shots, 1 on target, 1 goal obviously, and 3 off target. As we have discussed, I think it was Tovan that had that clear chance. And, like I said, that was very early on in the game. And as a Marseille fan, not me personally, but in general, or a Marseille player, you can take that one or two ways. You can let it affect you and you can get your head down and think, oh, bloody hell, such a good defensive side and we've let that chance go go by the wayside. Or you can take it positively and think, look, yeah, we didn't score. It's still 0-0. It was at the time. But it shows us that there's holes in that defence, Atletico Madrid's defence, and it shows that we've got the ability to actually get through the defence and get into a good position, which, they obviously did do. So, no panic for Marseille at the moment. I did say before the game that I thought Atletico Madrid would win, and I'm still sticking by that. I'm sticking by a 3-1. I'm sticking by a 3-1 Marseille, 3-1 score prediction. But I'm hoping for a 1-1, a 2-2. It would be absolutely fantastic. So it could go to extra time penalties. But we'll have to wait and see, won't we? How's everyone doing then? Get in your comments, guys. I want to know. Actually, wait. Before you do that, I'm going to quickly go to the restroom and I'll be back in a second to answer all your questions. So give me literally 20 seconds. Pretty boring game so far. Right, welcome back, guys. I had to go to the restroom. Jared, if you do you want to call in? Jared, do you want to call in? If you want to call in, then I'm opening Skype for you, pal. So, Jared, if you want to come on, mate, and give your opinion on that first half, then you can do. But I thought it was all right. So, right, I mean, this is the half time now. About 10 minutes or about 5-6 minutes until the second half restarts. So, yeah, get your questions in. We've got time to kill. I've given my half-time review. I'd like to hear yours. And if you've got other questions about football and in general, I'm happy to hear them and happy to answer them. City will be even stronger next season. Yeah, I think so as well. I think the scary thing with City is that not only do they have a fantastic manager in Pep Guardiola, but their players are young. It's not like they've bought in like United seem to be wanting to do, a ready-made squad at 29 years of age, and in 2 years' time that side is going to die down and be sold. It's not the case. They're all 21, 22, 23. That side has got 10 years left in them if it wants to be, really. So that's the most scary thing, I think. Is Mark live? If Mark wants to come on, he can do, which would be fantastic. Get a bit of Mark. Probably we've got a call in here. Okay, I'll take your call. Hello, Pankaj. How you doing, pal?
I'm fine.
That's good to hear, mate. That's good to hear. Let me just check that they can hear you speak.
Yeah. Is the audio fine?
I hope so, guys. Can you hear Pankaj? If so, then let me know. But yeah, I can hear you. I was just worrying about the people actually watching the game. But tell me, mate, what did you think of that first half?
I think it's quite boring. It's such a boring game.
Wait, mate, hang on, mate. Hang on, I messed that up. Hang on. Go on, mate. Speak. Can you hear me?
I think I can hear you.
Yeah, go on.
I think Marseille they were playing good in the start, and they had some they had some chances. They had 1 or 2 chances, I think, and yeah. But then after that, what's the name of the player who was sent off?
No player was sent off, mate. It was actually an injury.
No, I mean he had an injury. Yeah.
Hang on, mate. We've got a donation. It says, does player injury mean Marseille have a chance for the World Cup? Yes, actually, mate. Thanks for your donation, pal. Yeah, I think quickly. Well, I'll throw that to you, Pankaj. Do you think that with this Payet injury, do you think that means that Martial has an opportunity to make the French World Cup squad?
Martial, if he goes somewhere else, if he moves on, he signs for some a major club, he has a chance and gets game time, over there.
No, but there's no more games left of the season, so moving to another club wouldn't have any effect.
Yeah. I think there's slim chance. There's no. I think he'll still be included in the squad. He'll be included.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Pancake, great to hear your voice for the first time. That's for you, mate. Well, going on to the second half, mate. I want to, if you guys want to call in as well, the Skype is That's Football. So Skype in, and we'll get a few of you on if you want. But Pankaj, just quickly give me your prediction for the second half and how you think it's going to go.
I think don't be surprised. It'll be 4-0.
4-0 Atletico Madrid, right?
Yeah.
And
they're gonna bang. I think Griezmann he'll get a hat trick and Costa will bang one.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Bang one right in the 80th minute or 90th minute.
Wow. Okay. Well, that'd be a good night for Antoine Griezmann and Atletico Madrid fans if that does happen. Thanks, Pankaj, for calling in, mate.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll get you back on soon.
Really appreciate it.
No worries, mate.
I hope to come on. And it's a great community, and I like to support you. You're such a great guy,
Thanks, Pankaj, man. Appreciate it, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Good. Could you hear Pankaj okay there? If so, I'll take a few more calls. But if you couldn't hear him, I'll change it. I won't get anyone more on. But the Skype is That's Football, so get involved. I mean, get calling in. Just simply That's Football on Skype. You can call in and have your say about the game, about the first half and what you think is going to happen. Matthew McFadden says, unreal optimism from Pankaj there. Well, 4-0 for Atletico Madrid wouldn't be too shabby, wouldn't it? It would be, Pankaj predicted a Griezmann hat-trick and a Diego Costa last-minute goal as well. So, if you're a Madrid fan, then you'll be happy to hear that. Oh, it's perfect, was it? Oh, okay, cool. I mean, brilliant. If you can hear him fine, then that's absolutely fantastic. I don't have to alter it then. But I don't know, guys, get calling. It's That's Football on Skype. So love you, Sander, more than Megan. That's from Luke Gardner. Thanks, pal. But it's just That's Football on Skype. If any of you want to call in, I'm open. You get the chance to come on. And I think there's gonna be only time for one more call left because it's about 5 minutes left. No Payet, no party, says Google. Well, obviously no Payet, no party might be true. I think he's a fantastic player and it'd be a big miss for Marseille, definitely. And you saw that in his reaction to his injury. But you have to believe, Ronaldo went off for Portugal in the Europa League, in the Euros final. Here he is, the one, the only, Jared. Here he is. How you doing, pal?
How we doing?
I am. My back's hurting, mate, and I'll be honest, we've not got many people watching. I think it's because I messed it up at the beginning, but I'm well nonetheless. How you doing, mate?
I'm good.
Very good. And what talk to me, Jared. Talk to me about that first half and the game in general.
I think it's Atletico Madrid to a T. I think they play unbelievable defense. It's Simeone ball. Don't let any goals up. There will be a chance in the game, and make sure you convert. Which, again, is the point of why Griezmann's so valuable to that team, because he doesn't miss.
Yeah.
He's very good. He's clinical.
Yeah.
And, it's funny. I find Simeone ball and Mourinho ball very similar in the way that they play. They're rigidly set to their standards, and they don't change them. But, again, I think Atletico's not going to have a problem with this game. I really don't.
Well, Atletico not have a problem with this with Marseille, right? Yeah. No, I think I'd echo you, and you've heard what I've had to say. I think, like you say, it is Simeone ball, as you say. It is Atletico Madrid to a T. Sit back. You're not going to get through us, although they had a chance. Marseille, that was. And we'll hit you on the counter. Very, very sloppy pass for the actual Atletico Madrid goal. I asked Pancake just the same question, which I'm about to ask you now. What do you think is going to happen in the second half, mate? How do you see it panning out?
I think if Marseille doesn't score in the first, let's say, 10 minutes, I think Atletico is going to start to. I think they'll break through pretty quickly after that. Again, it's going to be whichever team scores the next goal will definitely win.
Wow.
I mean, in the sense that, like, if Atletico scores again, it's over. If Marseille scores, they have a chance.
Yeah.
But Payet's their whole team, so I think it's very difficult for them to win this game. So
yeah,
I go Atletico Madrid 3-1.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I went with before the game as well. I think, I don't think that's an unrealistic prediction. As we've seen, though, in the first 5 minutes, I don't know if you were watching it then, Jared, but Atletico Madrid do have, don't get this the wrong way, but they do have a hole in them, don't they? They really, they've got defensive fragilities at times. We've seen Marseille get past their defence. So if they can do that and take that chance most significantly, then it's game on, like you say. Mate, Champions League. I mean, we've talked about the Europa League. Champions League final in 10 days. 10 days. Mate, talk to me. I am nervous. I really am nervous as a Manchester United fan myself.
What's there to be nervous about? We're already screwed.
Why?
I mean, because Liverpool, I think this is the thing people forget. It doesn't actually matter. Like,
no, it does.
If they lose or they win, they are going to come out of this season as being looked at as the most exciting team to play for, and you can build on it. So if they don't win, Klopp's going to be able to sell to every target that wants to come to Liverpool that you could be the person to bring us the Champions League final instead of losing in the Champions League. If they win the Champions League, they're already going to be seen as an unbelievable target. I think Liverpool play pretty unbelievable football. I think that it's a little egotistical of Manchester United fans to sit there and be like, we're comparable to the team. Liverpool have let league points go to focus on the Champions League. So I don't think that they would be too far behind us at all if they had focused more on the league. I think that they're going to win. Not that I want them to win.
Jared, stop.
Look, I mean, you have a guy like Salah who's on the level this season, not long term, but this season he's playing like a Messi or Ronaldo. Every time he's in front of the net, he scores. So if that happens again, what do we say? I don't even have an answer because it's like, Gary Neville made a statement. He's like, if we lose to Chelsea and Liverpool win the Champions League, I'm going to an island without Wi-Fi for a year.
Yeah.
And I think he's right. That sums up how we all feel. We shouldn't be in this position. Juan Fran's coming on now, so you can tell that they already are worried about back to this game. I don't think Simeone's gonna have a problem.
No?
I think I think the locker room's gonna lock this thing up. I think they're gonna be fine. But yeah, if you're a Manchester United fan, it's been a shit season, and it's not going to get any better over the next week and a half. Because,
I disagree with you, mate. I think it's been a very alright season.
Come on. Alright is fine, but we have to compare ourselves to the people around us, and the people around us are far better than us right now.
No, they're not.
So it's not. Manchester City's not better than us?
Yeah, one team.
Liverpool is better than us.
No, they're not.
Now,
they're not.
This is an interesting argument to make. I would just say that you look at the results, Liverpool have managed to blitz every team that they've played and scored the most goal in the Champions League.
Apart from us.
And the most clean sheets.
But,
how do you argue that one?
But what I'm saying, points don't lie. Premier League table doesn't lie. When we've played them twice and we've drawn and won. And I don't understand. We've got more points. Yes, like you say, they've concentrated on the Champions League. But we are the second best team in the league. And you cannot argue any different.
Listen, points, they don't really lie, but they kind of lie a little bit. If you're sitting there and you're making a run to the finals of the Champions League, you are going to agree that you will bench certain people.
But before that happened, before the actual they got to the Champions League final and semi-final, they were still behind us.
Yeah, I do think we have a manager who is unbelievably tactically adept at putting against the top 6 teams. But tell me a game that Liverpool have screwed up royally since they've started flowing the right way against the bottom sides. They don't. They don't really screw up in those games. So I think when you look at it like that, you look at where teams are poised for next year, doesn't make me happy to say this. I just think that Liverpool are in a really good position.
But we're in a better position.
Do you actually believe that, or do you want to believe that?
No, we're second, they're third.
Okay, but do you believe we should be second? By the way we...
Well, yes, because, no, it doesn't matter how you play. If you win X amount of games and you win more than the team below you, you get second.
Look, if you want to say that we are better than them by losing to Sevilla and not going deep into the Champions League and then being able to focus 100% on the league, then yes, I would agree that the points total is higher than Liverpool. But the way Liverpool have played this year is incredible. And the fact that they are in the Champions League with a defense including Robertson, Klavan, and some shit 19-year-old on the left side, it's unbelievable. And it bodes very well for their future. They also have a goalie who is blind.
Also, what I'll say is though, Jared, talking about, by the way, the game's kicked off, but this is an interesting conversation. The time is running. But what I'll say though, you're talking about the Champions League, mate. All right, they played Man City, but we've seen that their style of play suits a winning it's a winning style against Manchester City. If you sit back against Man City and allow them to attack, you're going to lose. But you press them like Liverpool did, and it suits them, right? Who else have they had other than City in their Champions League run? Yes, they've got to the final, but they've had Roma in the group stage. They had Porto. Who else they have? I don't know.
All right, well, let me just give you alternative. Roma put out Barcelona.
Because they were shit on the day. Barcelona, yeah, but we've seen...
Hold on. Ooh, nothing. Keep going.
We've seen how poor Roma are. Yes, they beat Barcelona, but that was a shock. Right, and I know fair play, they have got to have some sort of level of quality. But regardless, we've seen how poor Roma actually are.
I mean, again... Champions League is a 2-game series. Who comes out at the end of it is all that matters. Liverpool have managed to beat every team they've played. And again, I agree that the teams they have played have not been great. But can anyone here seriously tell me that Sevilla is a good team? No?
No, they're not really that good.
They're shit. So we lost to a shit side, and Liverpool, unlike us, attacked and beat every team that they played. They deserve credit for that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I hope they lose. But to me, second or fourth means absolutely nothing. Sorry, there's going to be a goal here. And there is. Beautiful.
Is it Atletico Madrid?
Yeah.
Wait, can you pause your
TV?
TV? Jared, can you pause your TV or are you watching it not on TV?
I am watching on TV, but I can pause it.
Pause it. I'm on 48, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 48 minutes, 51, 52, 53, 54. You got that?
I'm at 49:03.
Okay, I'll tell you when I'm there. I'm 49 now. 41, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second.
All right, I'm good with you.
Okay,
So,
wait, quickly. I need to Jared. I need to talk about the goal quickly because this is, it's a fantastic debate and we will continue. But I need to talk about this goal quickly. Jared, let's quickly go over to you. I didn't actually see the goal because I was talking to you, but you saw the goal. Does this mean Atletico have won the cup final now,
yeah,
or it does?
100%. It's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Griezmann again, clinical in front of goal, got the pass, and it was a beautiful pass and converted. That's all you can say. And there's no way Atletico Madrid are letting up 2 goals in this game.
I don't know, mate. I don't know. It could happen. It could. Well, I mean.
I really need Costa to score though. If I gotta be honest, I should have bet Griezmann.
Why have you put a bet on?
Yeah, I put a bet on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah, Griezmann would be mad to join United. I actually think Griezmann's gonna stay. I don't think he's going anywhere. I think he's gonna stay at Atletico. Yeah, because I think he sees that he's the biggest player at that team. But again, it was a great goal, perfectly clinical, and now they're going to take off an attacker, they'll put on another defender, and they're going to shut up shop.
Give me a sec, man. I'm just trying to sort out something here.
Take your time. And again, I will say to the comments, there's nothing that would have made me happier than Liverpool missing the Champions League, than them going to shit, than Liverpool losing in the final. These are all things I still hope, but as a United fan, don't you have to take your hat off and sit there and say, beautiful football? They're playing beautiful football. It's a dream scenario if you're a Liverpool fan. And by the way, they're all jokes because they don't expect anything. It's like the reason Klopp has the ability to build a squad is because Liverpool has zero expectations for their club, which is pretty crazy when you're up. Almost an own goal.
Jesus, yeah. All right, I was just sorting out a few things. Hang on, give me 1 minute, mate. All right. Guys, I hope I've tried to basically I was just trying to sort out so you guys can hear Jared slightly more. If there's an echo with Jared, let me know because I've altered something, but hopefully you'll be able to hear him slightly better. So hopefully I've sorted that out. But yeah, we're 51 minutes into the game. Atletico Madrid have got a corner here, and I think if they go 3-0 up, it's done. But I think it's still game on. It's unlikely, but I think it's still game on. Look, let's say it's 65 minutes into the game, Marseille get a corner and they score. That's still 25 minutes, you know what I mean? Half an hour, maybe with added time, to get another goal, and that's not impossible.
But they just lost their most creative player is Payet, right? Him being gone, who on this team can actually create something? Talvin is good, but again, you're talking about Atletico have a good defense. Yeah. Good defense,
they're
solid.
One of the best in the world, I think, that defense.
Right, so I highly doubt they're going to be able to push everyone forward also, because if you have Costa and you have Griezmann up top, it's going to be very difficult to... look, Atletico, the way that they're playing, this game is over. They're going to score again soon, I think.
I mean, yeah, we've just seen a corner there go in for Atletico Madrid, and Griezmann it was Godin very nearly putting it away there. So, if I was a betting man, which I'm not because I'm not old enough, would you bet now on Atletico Madrid getting another goal?
Yes.
Go on then. Put your money where your mouth is.
I already did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I live bet, so it's all easy.
Oh, fair. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
But don't worry. I've probably just cursed Atletico Madrid because I'm cursed with I bet.
I'll be honest. I really want Marseille to come back into this and get 2-2 and then go extra time penalties.
Yeah, look, penalties make a final, right? So
wait, sorry, I need to talk about. When I was setting something up, you said Griezmann's going to stay at Atletico. Well,
yes,
that cannot be breezed over. Can we just rewind and go back to that, please? Because that is a severe comment. Take it away, Jared.
All right, so Barcelona, I think, have gone after Griezmann, which makes sense because they're one of the biggest clubs on earth. But I think when you look at how this season has gone and you look at the way Atletico are playing, the way that Griezmann is integral to the team, and the amount of money that they're now offering him, I heard that the number is $350,000 a week.
Yeah.
which would be the highest salary by far that they've ever given.
Yeah.
So I believe that will be enough to keep him there. And what they will do is they will give Griezmann a clause that says if Simeone leaves, you can leave.
Yeah.
So I think it will be something along those lines. But Simeone seems to have Griezmann around his pocket in the sense that I think they work well together. And look, if you're Griezmann, you get everything you want in this team. You're in a new stadium. You're a hero. You turned down Manchester United to stay at the club when they didn't have a transfer situation. You're about to lead them to their first actual final win in I don't even know how long. Why would you leave? In Barcelona, you're playing behind Suarez. You're playing behind Messi. And in reality, you're basically going to take over, what, for Dembele?
No, because Suarez is getting on a bit. So he's almost 30 now, I think. I think he is actually 30. So you could see Suarez sort of faded out a little bit and Griezmann come in up front.
Yeah, but again, it's like then you're sitting there and you're going in and the expectations are you have to be the replacement for Suarez. And it's a big – all these things about Griezmann line up to believe that I don't know that he's ever wanted to be a humongous fish in a humongous pond. I think he's happy to be a big fish in a minorly smaller pond. I think Atletico Madrid are the perfect size team for Griezmann. I think they afford him the ability to have some shitty games while still being world class in the big ones. But if you see, he doesn't have these games all the time. I think that him and Simeone work extremely well together. So I think it's a perfect fit. And again, I think that if he stays another year in the new stadium and then leaves after that, what is he, still 27?
I think, right?
Yeah, so I mean, nowadays, you're still having $100 million transfers for 29-year-olds. Higuain went to Juventus at 29 for $100 million.
I'll put that to you guys, right? I'll put that to the people in the comments. Do you agree with Darren, and do you believe that Antoine Griezmann is going to stay at Atletico Madrid and continue his career there? Or do you think that he's going to move on to a most likely Barcelona or potentially a Man City has been linked to as well? Let me know in the comments. I'm interested to hear your opinion on that. Antoine Griezmann to stay or to leave Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid, of course, leading 2-0 in the Europa League final at the moment. I'm watching it if you guys are joining just now. I think Atletico Madrid have dominated since their goal, their first goal went in, especially with their second. Yes, they may not have had all of the ball, but they don't need all of the ball, as Jared so rightly says. They don't need the ball to play well. You know, them playing well is, right, let's not concede and we'll hit you on the counter. And if you give us one chance, we will score. They've got that level of efficiency and clinicality to their game. So we've seen that today and fair play to them. I'm hoping for a Marseille comeback, if I'm honest, as a neutral, purely as a neutral. I just... As Jared says, I'm not sure whether we'll be able to see that. But we've got about 35 minutes left of the game, don't we? So I'm here till the final whistle blows to see if that happens or not. But
again, Griezmann. On a separate note, I want to just be extremely clear. There is a 0% chance that Griezmann is going to play in the shit, disgusting weather in Manchester. No way. His wife loves Spain. That, to many people, are saying it's not the transfer thing that turned down United last year. It was his family. Said, we're not going to live there. And there are a lot of Spanish stars who won't play in the type of weather that's in Manchester. I think he fits it. So if he goes anywhere, it's to Barcelona. That's the only spot he is going. Not going to play for Pep. Especially then of playing against his best friend like Paul. I just don't see it. I don't see it.
Well, everyone's friends in the game now. They're all playing against each other. We've seen Jesse Lingard and Raheem Sterling wanking each other off in the...
But when they become actual superstars, it'll be something to talk about. They're 22 years old. They're still kids. I'm talking about adults.
Jesse Lingard's 25, mate.
He plays like a 14-year-old, so whatever. We're not talking about Lingard right now. We're not getting into him. But again, your other point,
I'm never getting into Lingard, mate. I don't know what you're doing. I mean, if you're that way inclined, but that's fine by me. But I'm never getting into any man, if I'm honest. But if you are,
Sander, keep losing the hair. You never know. You never know. So again, I think that the conversation we were having before with Liverpool and United, it's a bigger conversation. Because I think that a lot of United fans don't want to say the certain things because it seems disloyal to the team. It is not disloyal to...
No, mate. I am the biggest one of saying, right, like fair play, they're good, they have been fantastic this season, and the way they play is far superior to United's style of play. It's beautiful to watch, very exciting, edgy as seat stuff. But my argument is, right, when people say, oh, United shit, we've been awful this season, look at the league table. It doesn't lie. You have to be good consistently over 38 games, and that will tell you where you come. Right? The Champions League is not a measure of how good you are. It's not, because you can win it and get lucky on your way. Do you know what I mean? It's a competition. It's more of like an FA Cup, whereas the Premier League, to get higher up the table, it doesn't lie. You've got to be consistently good.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but if you ask, many United fans would say the same thing. We have overachieved this year.
Oh,
Mourinho is an unbelievable tactical manager.
Yeah.
That's why I still believe he should be here.
Same.
I am just saying that right now, when you really look at it, in the biggest games of the season, outside of top 6 games, right? In the Champions League, in certain games like the City game, the first one, we have not performed at the level a top class club needs to. Liverpool in the big games have shown up. So, yes, if you're going just by points, points don't lie. But you have to take into account that this team is in the finals of the Champions League.
But because
right?
they've played Roma, someone else, I don't know who. Do you know, some sort of Moscow side, I think it was. I don't know.
All right, but think about it like this. All of that's correct. They lead the Champions League in not only goals, but clean sheets. That is a very difficult statistic to undertake, even if you're playing shit.
Yeah, you're right there, but I just think...
It's an unbelievable... Look, I want nothing more. I do believe that the way that Klopp, Poch, and Guardiola play is a specific style of play that can be found out and defensed for. And tactically, like people like Mourinho, the longer they see it played, the more they can plan for it. I don't believe you can plan for a Mourinho the way he plays, because in the end, defense is tough. If you have a good defense and you're rock solid in the back, eventually you'll get a chance and hopefully you will score it. Eventually, we've been putting more chances in, thus we're higher in the table this year than we were last year. It's standard. I do think that this has been a longer project for Mourinho, and as a result, it's not a 2-year project. I think it'll be a 3-year project. I hope he wins the title next year. But this season, I don't think it's an argument that Liverpool have been a superior team. Now,
it's because it's no argument, because we've been better.
We haven't been better. We have not been better.
Okay, what's the best way, Jared? What's the best way to find out who's a better side? You play each other, right? Okay.
How about this? Undefeated at home.
Yep.
Again, another point. They've had statistics this year that show a top class side.
Yeah.
And
they're not better than us.
All right. Why don't we just say this? They are, and we are, equally good, and we play substantially shittier football than they do.
No, it's different football. This is the thing, right? In Italy, they play very similar to we do. It's quite a defensive game, slow-paced game. It's just differently, it's appreciated over there. The defensive game side of the game is actually appreciated, whereas in England, everyone's going for the quick game, whereas we don't play that. I don't understand. We're never going to have that under Mourinho. When we appointed him, we weren't going to have it, and now we've got him, we're not going to have it. For me, beggars can't be choosers, and I'm sorry to say, but over the last 4 or 5 years, we've been bloody beggars. We have been. So
I agree with that.
I just think the way we've been playing, all right, people say it doesn't work it is working. It's working fantastically well.
It is a process. It is a process. That's all I'm going to say. But right now in the process, if you look at it, I think other teams are a little ahead of us. I do think next season, that's where we'll get the full picture of Mourinho. But again, you're talking about a team that is in the Champions League final. That is, to me, the biggest competition there is, right? So that is what you're judged on.
But no,
if you're
it's
not
not
first in the league, if you're not first in the league, then in theory, you didn't do enough to win the title. You need another big title. That's what they're going after. If at the end of this whole thing, Sander, they lose to Madrid, right? They come in 4th. Okay, fine. I will buy into your argument. But if you want to ask people in the end, I do believe that Liverpool will be able to look back on this season and say, we made it to the Champions League final. We are very attractive to every target that wants to come here. I think that they have a very, very, very exciting season next year. I do. And I think, to be honest with you, it'll be us, them, and City all vying for the title.
Yeah, I think so as well. I don't think you're wrong. I think, especially if Naby Keita coming in, I think they're going to be a level up as well. You know, that's gonna replace one of their midfielders, and I think midfield is one of their weak spots. You know, I'm sure they'll sign a defender as well, and possibly a goalkeeper.
I'm gonna call one comment. DJ, how exactly is the channel obvious in its United bias if we're arguing Liverpool versus United, and I'm arguing for Liverpool? Doesn't make it. But fine. This is not an exciting thing to argue. Nothing I would like more than Liverpool to have missed the Champions League by losing to Brighton and then still lose the final and not have Champions League football next year. That's what I was in my head hoping for.
Yeah.
But again, you just got to call it out. I think with Mourinho, it's a results business. With other team and other coaches, it's more you get exciting football and you hope you win trophies. I think we're going to have a good season next year. I just think the argument that we have 81 points is not sufficient to say we're better than other teams. I think we need to be bigger we need to be better in bigger games, like Sevilla, to say that we were on par. If we had lost to Bayern, whatever it was, I think you have a better argument. But the fact that we couldn't figure out a way to attack Sevilla, that has to be negative on our season, right?
All right, fair enough. Let's leave that now because this is a Europa League watch along, so we have got to talk about the game.
It's still 2-0.
Yeah.
Marseille looking interesting. Oh, nope. But again, if you look at the way Atletico are playing, every single player is behind the ball now.
Yeah.
And now they're playing Simeone ball, and good luck scoring.
Yeah. I mean, you're 100% right there, Jared. I like that, actually. I'm gonna use that in the future as well. They're playing Simeone ball. And it is so true because the way he sets his team up is so ridiculously defensive solid. What you're seeing now, pretty much like 8 men behind the ball with 2 men up front, is what they do. It is what Atletico do, and it is how they play, and they're one of the best at it in the world. So to be able to break that down with half an hour left is going to be very, very, very difficult for Marseille to do. But fingers crossed, as a neutral, they can do it. They have been, on the ball slightly more as of late. I've sort of been arguing with you, but I've been keeping an eye on the game as well. But once again, like I said, I keep repeating it in this game, and I'm going to keep doing it throughout. Atletico Madrid do not need the ball to play well. They're as comfortable off the ball as they are on it. So them seeing 8 men behind the ball and saying, like, you guys, Marseille, you keep the ball, that's a good game for them because they know they're so good defensively that they're not going to concede. So, when people say they've had more possession, Marseille, they're playing better, reassess that. I think reassess that statement. I
would agree with that.
Finally, me and Jared can agree on something.
We tend to agree. This is an interesting topic, though, and it's not something that, this game as a whole, I think we could have seen it coming. I think Marseille are going to have to get lucky now at this point. Yeah. But again, I'm just hoping for an exciting final. I really am. And here's the thing. I feel like Pankaj really wants to get back in here because for some reason, and I want to hear why, he disagrees. So let him call in.
All right, will you come back on after?
Yes, fine.
Please, Jared.
All right, I'll be here.
Please, Jared.
Pankaj, come on. We'll see you soon.
I need you, Jared.
Goodbye.
I need you. All right, Pankaj. Pankaj apparently disagrees. I don't really want to talk. All right, we'll get Pankaj on. All right, we'll get Pankaj on. See what he's got to say. Pankaj, call in, my son. But I'm going to get Jared back on. I need him. I need Jared because this has not been the best of games, and it's good to have someone on to talk with it about. Pankaj, call in, mate. Shall I give Pankaj a ring, ding, ding, do? Pankaj, call in, pal. But we're coming up to 17 minutes into the game at the moment. Here we go. Here he is. Pankaj?
Yeah.
How you doing, pal?
Yeah.
So, what did you want to say then, mate?
Yeah, first of all, I totally disagree, Jared. Look, from 6th to 2nd is progress, whatever you say. It's progress, okay?
Yeah.
Liverpool have been playing great football. That's okay, okay? That's all right on. But Mourinho, individually, he's a better manager than Klopp. He defeated Klopp 2-1 at home and drew 0-0 away. He shut down Klopp completely, okay?
Yeah.
Klopp doesn't know a way to figure out Mourinho. So you can say he's playing beautiful football and all that crap, but he isn't better than Mourinho.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. Certainly,
Yeah.
okay.
Good.
Whatever Jared wants to say, it's his opinion, okay.
Yeah.
But seriously, you know,
Yeah.
Liverpool aren't better than us one on one. They aren't. One on one, they aren't.
Yeah. I'd agree with that, mate. I mean, you've heard my points, but
Yeah. If you were to get in Champions League, if you were to get Liverpool in this instead of Seville, we would have defeated them over 2 legs, guaranteed.
yeah.
Okay. By Mourinho's just tactical genius, he's still a winner. Whatever people say, he's finished, he's dead, his tactics are outdated, and that all that shit, I won't take it. You know. And next season we will win the Premier League. We will.
I'd agree with you. Well, I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see then, mate. But
My predictions is 80% correct. That's what I can say. It's 80% correct.
your predictions are 80% correct.
Yeah, 80%. You know, Griezmann is almost on a hat trick. You know that he scored 2 goals.
Yeah, I'm aware, mate. I'm aware. I mean, guys, listen to Pankaj. He has got an 80% success rate in regards to predictions. So we'll have to wait and see then, won't we?
Yeah. So you can bring Jared on. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate you getting out of your system, but thanks, pal.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Goodbye. Thanks, Pankaj, for coming on, pal. Right, let's get Jared back on. I need you. And I need you. And I miss you. Regards predictions.
What's up?
And I need you. And I miss
at least
you.
they got you singing.
What?
At least they got you singing.
Yeah. I need you, Jared. Yeah, I do. But guys,
Good. I had to take work calls, so that was good. I worked for 15 minutes, which was nice.
Oh yeah, that's good. Pankaj basically just said he's got an 80% success rate in terms of his predictions.
Yeah, you know what? Pankaj made good points, I gotta say, and I agree with the point that like Mourinho is a tactical genius, and one-on-one final type style, Mourinho can better plan than anyone else, and he has better plan than Klopp. But I just think that if you look at the full season, the way they have played, you got to take your hats off to him.
Yeah,
City,
you're wrong,
again,
but...
I also think you have to remember, Liverpool really, aside from Van Dijk, which was a humongous spend, I mean, they're really in the net positive in spends because they sold Coutinho. So it's tough. We spent more money than them, whatever. I can't stand the team, so it really bothers me, Liverpool, and I hate having to say these things. So in the end, we could talk about Atletico Madrid, too. Look how good that they look. Woo!
Yes. Good. Cheers, Jared. Thanks, mate. 71 minutes into the game. It's all Atletico Madrid now, mate. And when that second goal of Atletico went in, I thought Marseille would still have a chance. But since after that goal, seeing the way that the game's panned out, it really is all Atletico Madrid, and it really is Atletico Madrid's cup now to lose, because I put my house on them winning this now. I really would.
Yeah. I did not think that they were going to let any more in. I think Atletico, again, is defensively unbelievable. So I don't think anything has changed there.
Do you know what? Do you want to know what happened in my life recently, Jared?
Tell me.
Do you know what happened today?
Megan is allowing you to come to London to see her.
No, I am coming. I am, but not in that. Yeah, well, but anyway. But basically, they've cut the bloody water from my house.
What do you mean they cut the water?
I can't shower.
I know they've cut the internet a bunch of times, so I'm figuring now they've moved to water.
No, I figured that out. Actually, it was my fault. But they cut. Oh my god! I've just realised something. They cut the what's it called? They cut the water. I can't shower. I can't make myself a bottle. I can't wash my hands. Nothing.
What do you mean you can't shower? What is that?
They cut the water from my apartment. The water people.
Well, don't you guys have like gyms or whatever?
What do you mean?
Like nice gyms in your area where you could go do that?
I mean, yeah, that's true. We could do that, actually.
Like, so if you obviously don't have water, or you could just not shower.
Yeah.
Fine.
I mean, maybe not. Wait, Jared, can you just chat a load of waffle? I need to do something quickly.
Fine.
Cheers,
sure.
pal. Just talk about the game and everyone. Jared, welcome.
Jermaine is out. Sander will be back. And now we can see Chair for a little bit. Fortnite. Yeah, Fortnite's fun. I suck at it, but it's fun. Mark Willis. He does have to pay his water bill. Champions League football. Give me something else. Sophie's here. Hey, Soph. How you doing? I don't know, Daniel. Daniel, if we continue this crap, we won't win the league, and fight top 4 is more likely for us to see. Yeah, I think that, again, I think we'll be okay. They're Atletico Madrid again. They just composed. They're controlling the ball. This is how it's going to be for the next 16 minutes. If there's another goal, I think it'll be Madrid.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think so. You see them coming forward now with just playing. This is the thing, right? Atletico Madrid fans are happy with the way they play because they appreciate that side of the game. They appreciate how solid they are defensively, and they appreciate that the efficiency in their finishing. You know?
Yeah. I think that the difference between us and Atletico Madrid fans is that Atletico Madrid fans are very self-aware and accepting of the way that their coach plays because they know the results that it will get them, and they are fine with it. I don't think our fans are okay with Mourinho playing this way, even if it gets results, yet. I think if Mourinho brings the title next year, our fans will be fine with the way he plays. I really do. I think that
that's what I think. That's what I'm like. I believe that Mourinho can bring us back to success, and so therefore I'm envisioning that Premier League title. So whatever happens, I'm happy with because we're going to get that title in my head, you know?
100%. And again, you're talking about a situation where we haven't won the league in a while. It's getting to the point where we're getting dangerously close to that double-digit type situation where you're starting to get concerned if and not when you'll win the league. And our board is full of Americans, and I have to be honest, Americans, the one problem that they have with the way that they run a club is it's always a business first and a club second for the fans. And I think it's the biggest mistake that we make because you look at situations like this, and Manchester United makes so much money. They should just be giving it to the club to spend, to reinvest, to buy the best players on earth and move on. Yeah. I never mind spending a ton of money for Sanchez. I mind that he's not living up to the money we're paying him. But I don't mind giving Sanchez whatever they.
This is what I always say, right? I always say to my mate, everyone goes to me, right? You're a United fan. You spent so much money. I'm not saying, right, so if you've got 20 quid, right? You've got 20 quid in the shop and your mate's got 10 quid, right? You're walking through the shop, you're thinking, oh, bloody hell, I've got 20 quid. I can buy this, this and this, right? I can buy a little bit more stuff than the guy with 10 quid. The 10 quid, that's how it is. If you've got more money that you've self-earned, right? You're not going to be like, no, I'm not spending it. Of course you're going to spend it. You got the money.
Well, you know, it's funny. The worst American manager on earth is Kroenke. The worst.
Yeah.
And if you listen to Arsenal fans talk about him, they hate him more than anyone else. I always felt that their anger was misdirected. Like it wasn't actually Wenger who was the problem. It was Kroenke who never backed Wenger. So with that, I think the difference is there's no one blocking him anymore. So Kroenke will spend more money because he knows the fans will revolt. Yeah. United fan base already hates the board. Yeah. There's nothing more that can happen there. The board's always going to give X amount of money, and it's never going to be enough now to compete with countries like Manchester City, which are backed by the country of Qatar. It's very difficult to compete with that. I think Mourinho has had an excellent season getting us to second. Getting us Champions League football.
Me too, mate,
Yeah, dealing with egos that he's had. I think that, I've been harsher on Pogba than anyone else this season.
Yeah.
The fact that he came on for Carrick, the fact that Mourinho had enough thought to deal with Pogba the way that he did, and the fact that I think Pogba could be one of the greatest midfielders in the world.
Yeah.
I'm excited for him next year.
Me too, bud.
I think our fans will be fine with everything as long as a major title happens next year.
I don't think so. I think there's some people that just hate Mourinho and never going to be happy.
Yeah, well, it's an 80-20 rule, and the 20% that continue to not like Mourinho no matter what, they don't matter if we win titles.
I just hate when we lose, right? When we lose, I'm like, okay, that's a bit bad, but let's move on. Let's go on to the next game. The only thing that I'm scared of that makes me so sad when we lose is because I hate the negativity that comes from all the other fans. Like, I know when we lose, it's bad, but like it's a long. I'm not seeing it like this season. I'm seeing it as like a 3-year, like you say, like a 3-year progress. And as long as we like a 3-year plan, and as long as we keep progressing, like I'm happy with that. Do you know what I mean?
100%. Progress is fine as long as progress actually happens.
Yeah.
And again, it can't be fake progress. Like going from a League Cup to an FA Cup isn't
No, yeah,
progress.
that's fake progress. Yeah.
Right. What real progress is what he did this year. And if
Yeah.
it means that we're building on it to get to the title next year, no one will have a problem.
Right, how about this, right? If we come second next year and get semi-finals of the Champions League, is that progress?
No. Second next year is not sufficient. But again, if you're talking about second at 81 points, that's very different. Manchester City putting up 100 points this year is a fluke.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen again.
It's unbeatable, isn't it? Yeah.
Right. If it does happen again, well, then I expect us to be second.
Yeah.
So I would not have a problem if we get 90 points and we come second to Manchester City, who put up 100 points again. I think that's a problem that the board has to deal with, not Mourinho.
Yeah.
90 points is a title-winning amount of points. I think that's, I think you have to look at the situation for what it is. City have had an incredible year. Again, they didn't beat us for the title, which I think will always be a big situation. I'm happy about that. There's little moments that Mourinho has shown up this season that gave me 100% to back him.
Jared.
And that was it.
Jared.
Yes.
What can I do to get more people to watch my streams?
Well, I think you're doing well. It would be nice, by the way, if people subscribed. We're close to...
Oh, Jared's a real part of That's Football. He knows when Sandra's streaming, we've got to beg the viewers for the subscribers because we don't get anywhere.
To be honest, everyone likes to ask for subscribers. Why not?
Yeah. No, but guys, Jared's right. We got nowhere near our goal of 29,550, but... I mean, there's 15 minutes left of this game, so if we could hit 29,500 before the end of it, that'd be absolutely fantastic. So if that subscribe button is still red and not grey, reassess your life because you really have got. Oh no! Oh, it was so close! It was so close!
No.
It was so close, Marseille, so close, and that would have been amazing.
Yeah, I mean, again. You need a little bit of luck in a final, right?
Oh my God, that was inches. Oh, that was genuine excitement because that was so close.
I mean, it's pretty interesting too. They played well. They played good defense. It happens. They had a shot. If you think about it, Marseille have had 2 chances that should have gone in. You can't. You're not going to get 10 chances against Madrid.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. You're not wrong. That was, mate, oh my, I'm just seeing it back now. Ball goes into the box, and he just, that was agonising, wasn't it, to see that? Oh.
I got a good comment here from Lamia. Okay. City play for all 3 points. We play not to lose. You don't win titles playing like that. That is not actually true. But City do play for all 3 points, and it has worked this season.
Yeah, we just play for all 2 of them.
Right. I think that Mourinho has always tactically figured out what games he needs to win. Hold on. The free kick by Atletico.
Yeah.
I think Mourinho's always figured out what games he needs to win and what games he can't lose. And that's also it's very important. The way that Pep has happened, it's not going to happen again. It's just not. So I think that you're right in the sense that we have played not to lose certain games, like that Liverpool 1-1 game.
Yeah.
But if you look back right now, that's an unbelievable result, as they haven't lost at Anfield. So by default, drawing and pulling points from them, unbelievable.
Yeah.
At home.
All right, Jared.
What do you want? We've gone up 3 subscribers, Sander. Look at that.
Ole, ole, ole. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? I'm eating my necklace for some reason. Anyway, so 2 things.
By the way,
One,
that looks like some Harry Potter symbol.
Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it? What does it look like again? What's that called?
It looks like the Deathly Hallows.
Oh my God, it so does. My missus got it for me. I actually like it. But someone said, why do you shave your chest? I'm just not old enough to grow chest hair yet, mate. I'm still a boy.
I feel like people think Sander's like 27.
Oh, bro, they all think I'm like 24. And then when I go, I'm 17, they go, oh, you're actually doing all right for 17. You're not a wanker anymore. Yeah, I'm 17. I'm still at school. I just am.
Yeah.
That's mad.
I mean, at least you'll be able to drink earlier if you ever come to America.
Oh, bro.
We have such a shitty situation. Oh, nice shot.
That was a good shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Oblak is awesome. That's another question I'd ask the comments. I don't think he's going to stay at Madrid next year. So the question is, where do you think he goes? A lot of rumors, Arsenal, Liverpool, all going after him.
I think if he goes to Liverpool, that would be one hell of a signing.
Yeah, I mean, Liverpool are going to get a keeper.
If Liverpool get Oblak, that is... Jesus. That might be their most important signing in a long time.
Well, you got to remember, they didn't spend the money from Coutinho at all. Like that Van Dijk money.
No, they got Van Dijk for 70, no?
But it wasn't, again, if you look at it, when the transfer window happened, Liverpool did not sign anybody instead of missing out when they missed out on Van Dijk. They just dropped it. So if you look at that, they clearly banked exactly how much they would need to sign him in the winter. Yeah. So I don't think it took away from their budget. So on top of their budget, they have 150 million from Coutinho, which mad. I actually have heard rumors they're going to go after Donnarumma.
That would be good. I have seen them make a few mistakes, but that would be a good signing for them. I think if they can get a top-class keeper in, that would be one of the biggest signings in Liverpool's history. I really do, because I think if they can get a top-class keeper, you might see him go on and really, really push for the title. I really think that.
Yeah. I mean, I think that it's going to be one of the most exciting transfer windows you will see because of the shortened window and the World Cup. I think the first few weeks are going to go off big time.
Really? Wait, talking about the transfer window, starting tomorrow, I'm doing a daily transfer show in the evening where I'll be, recapping and talking about all the transfer rumours and gossip. So join me every 7 to 7 o'clock in English time. In England, I've butchered that.
What do you mean?
But
you mean Greenwich Mean Time? English time?
Yeah, English time.
What's English time?
English time. What? It's English time.
Well, I mean, isn't it? What's English time?
It's English time.
What are you on Spain time?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay.
I'm on Spanish time.
Yeah, but America has 3 different times. So what would be American time?
Well, you're then on New York time.
Yes, okay. Fair. But maybe hold on. No. But you see, like, if everyone's watching, I mean, look at the way that they're pressing now.
Yeah. Oh, shoot, he's got to score. Oh,
God
Jesus.
Damn it.
God
I
damn
need
it.
this big idiot to put the ball in the net.
Oi, why are your lot ruining our game, mate?
I will say, I mean, your game is about to become overly commercialized.
Oh, it's horrible, mate. Piss off. Do you know what I mean?
Who do I think Arsenal's new manager will be? I've heard rumors that they've already hired Arteta.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that as well. But let's talk about the bloody DJ David Guetta. It wasn't David Guetta, but...
Yeah, I mean, but think about it.
It's very Super Bowl.
When I went to the FA Cup...
Here we go, mate. Here we go. Oh, my God.
And there was still a performance. By us, it seems that every major game, they do some type of performance because they want the fans to feel worth it even if they lose. That's what I've heard. So, like, in the Super Bowl, a lot of people are spending thousands and thousands to get to the game to see it. Their team's probably in it for the first time. If they lose, it's ruined. So they like to put, like, a halftime performance there to make people less miserable and also get some commercialization into the game.
I hate it.
This is a good thing, by the way. I just think it is a thing. And with football becoming a lot more money in it, a lot of Americans never realized how much money was in football.
Yeah.
You'll see a lot of these owners now looking to purchase teams. Shad Khan, who owns the Jaguars, who will eventually be moving to London, will be buying Wembley. They said for $800 million. He also owns Fulham, though.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting how this all works out, but it's not going to get better. I think you're going to start to see performances at, like, the FA Cup. I think you'll see something.
They make it into a bloody circus act, don't they?
To be honest, United are probably the number one team to expect a circus act because we have so much commercialization across the globe. But at least we have a pure fan base in that sense.
I don't know, mate.
And on another note, just speaking about this game, if anyone ever questions Simeone as a manager, think about how good of a manager you have to be to tactically drill your team.
Yeah.
This for 90 minutes and not even be on the side.
But this is what I'm saying, though, right? This has not come in 2 years like Jose's got. This has come in, like, I don't know how long Simeone's been there. He's been there probably like 5 years plus, right?
Yeah.
So that takes so long to build such a good tactical side. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't take 2 years. Atletico Madrid coming on the attack here. He slipped.
Go.
He slipped Diego Costa in.
Come on. It's not going to be him, is it?
Costa on the left.
Son of a bitch.
Goal, 3-0. There we go. 88 minutes into the game, and Atletico Madrid have won the Europa League. 3-0 up. It's done now, isn't it, mate?
It is. And by the way, Pankaj, nice prediction.
I predicted 3-1, but I didn't quite get it.
And of course, Costa could score. Unbelievable.
Who scored?
But I think it was Gavi.
Yeah.
But it's got to be. You know what? This is one thing I will say about the Europa League. It definitely gets a shit reputation, but it shouldn't. It's pretty unbelievable if you're Marseille to be able to be in a major European final. I understand it's not the Champions League, but can anyone here tell me that Marseille ever expected to make it to the finals of the Champions League? So, I don't know. I think teams like United and Arsenal and others that are going into this tournament one-offs, it becomes more exciting. Like, I think next year, Chelsea and Arsenal will make a run title.
Yeah. That's what I said, though, didn't I? I said, I don't know if you were watching, but the fact that United won the Europa League last season, for me, has elevated it. And elevated the important... Because, look, before that, it was Seville, and that's the only one I can think of, you know? But now, when one of the biggest clubs in the world, like United, wins it, it just elevates it. And now Atletico Madrid have won it. And next year, Chelsea will be in it, as will Arsenal. And that will just really raise the game of it. And I'll be honest, I will be excited to watch the Europa League. I will.
Yeah. Torres coming on.
Yeah, this will be his last... Because he's leaving, I think, Torres at the end of the season.
Yeah, but his next game is his last one.
Yeah, it's sad, isn't it? Because he loves mate, I've been to the stadium, and they adore him. They absolutely adore him, Fernando Torres.
You know, it was funny. I read a comment from the person who's like the CEO of Madrid, of Atletico Madrid. He doesn't. It's like notorious. He doesn't watch the games when they play.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he says I'm too busy to watch. However, funny enough, he said he's like the game I will watch is Torres' last game. He's like, because that's worth watching.
They love him. They call him El Niño, the little boy, don't they? And they just love him. They love him.
Yeah, no. I mean, you know what? Manchester shows. This is a good comment, and I actually have a point to make on this. He's like, Simeone won La Liga already in 2013, 2014. It's not like they haven't been crap until now. Breaking up Real Madrid, Barca title dominance. Toughest ask in the sport. Simeone did it. I agree with that, and I would also like to say, if Mourinho does things like that, like win a title once, he will get more time to build a dynasty if he wants it. So Simeone was given the time because he had big results. All managers need big results to have the time to be successful.
Yeah.
I think.
But we've had big results as well.
Well, like Europa League.
Oh my God, a fireworks has gone off on the pitch, mate. You see that?
What?
Flares? No, a firework was chucked on the pitch and it exploded on the pitch. I
didn't see it, to be honest. But I mean, when I went to the PSG game, it's crazy with these flares. Like I've never seen that in
it's cool, though.
English football.
Yeah.
But like multiple times for big games, they have to stop the game. It's pretty crazy.
I like it though because it builds that animosity that I like. I don't want everyone singing along to "Oh, sometimes." You know what I mean? It's not a disco. It's a bloody football match. It should be competitive and there should be some serious tension because that's what it's about. I hate this bloody, it's just the half scarves type thing. Do you know what I mean? I hate it.
But yeah, I mean, by the way, looks like that's it.
Yep.
For this.
Yep.
Unbelievable result for Madrid.
Yep.
So nice job there.
Yep.
Fun stream. I mean, we have 11 subscribers to go. So if there's 11 of you who are just joining, just click that little button.
I'll do it. Do it.
Click the button.
Yep.
And then everyone will be happy.
I will be very happy. But yeah, I mean, thanks, Jared, for coming on, mate, because you saved me from a 45-minute or longer than that, an hour of boredom. So thanks, pal. I massively do appreciate it, and I'm sure everyone in the comments does as well. That is full-time, though, chaps, and, Atletico Madrid have won the Europa League. So congratulations to them. Thanks thanks to everyone for joining me today. Didn't get the sort of numbers that I thought it would, but I fucked it at the beginning. So we'll go with it. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Pancad, for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow with my first daily transfer show. So do join me for that. Thanks, everyone, and I'll see you all soon.
Looking forward to it. See you, buddy.